with me? Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take the dollars, roll it out, toss it in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Pizza pie, delicious pizza pie. Pizza pie, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Salvano cheese, Salvano greasy shit, crazy meat, weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned, that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take the dollars, roll it out, toss it in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit, pizza pie. Felipe, pizza pie. Weird sauce, pizza pie. Delicious pizza pie. Pizza pie, pizza pie. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Take the dollars, roll it out, toss it in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit, pizza pie. Felipe, pizza pie. Cheese, pizza pie. Delicious pizza pie. Weird sauce, pizza pie. Crazy meat, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. These seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.
That being said,
hello. This is Phil Burnell, all right? And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, one of my mannerisms. Relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. A.L. Team Insider, the legend. Fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist. Speak to the dead. Psychological style host. Meerkat. Artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
Oh my God. What's up, everybody? We are here. Can you believe it? Oh my God, Kinchill trying to help us hit our drinking goals right away. 50 sub bomb. Oh my God. And that can only mean one thing. It is time for a very meaningful reclaw of the Jasper. There you go, everybody. It sounds like no one can hear me except for me. Can you guys hear me in there? Steve, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
Meerkat, are you there? Okay, sweet. I was scared for a second. We did get the meaningful reclaw, though. If you heard the audio, there it was. Mr. Ludacris in the house again. Hello, Mr. Ludacris.
Hello.
It is nice to have you with us once again. So much to get through to today. Meerkat, any business style announcements you want to start the show with?
well, we are still accepting your entries for this year's King of the Ring.
Yes.
The conditions are as follows: 90 seconds audio or video. I would encourage you just upload it as a private video on your YouTube channel, so then we can send people to watch it. It's good. We're gonna have a separate category for AI stuff. So if you want to put together an AI song or a music video or something, just send it over. We'll have a secret panel of judges decide which the best ones are, and then you're gonna get to vote for them. It's very cool. And the deadline is the 1st of May, because of course it is. obvious.
Very
And you can
special
send
day.
your stuff in the link below, tbspodcast@proton.me, with subject Chiking 2025 and your name.
There you go.
That's that from me.
Sounds good to me, dude. Get your songs in. Still got about 2 weeks left until the deadline. It is now time. Should be a very hype and meaningful time. So much silly shit to show you, but I'm going to start with the silliest. We had a competition last year about the worst fan art in DSP's history, and I think I found one we did not cover, which I think is a new winner, actually. Here it is. I apologize in advance. Metro Redux. There we go.
Oh my god.
Oh,
This one slipped through our fingers somehow. What the fuck? But I think that might have won, honestly. There we go. I'll take that off now. Steve of the Dead, any thoughts? Go ahead.
I feel like my soul has been violated.
That's the goal.
Like disgusted on like such a primal level that I can't even fully describe it.
Not a good day to have eyes.
No. That was absolutely on the stream, by the way. It's not like one that someone made as a joke afterwards. It was on one of his streams pre-roll, so that's an official fan art. There we go. Also, I have one. Big ups to PWAP, who did find this one. This is very funny. And this is a tweet that DSP deleted. Oh, no, not this one. My bad. Not this one. Not this one. This one. That's a different one. But 2016, March 20th,
my
DSP
God.
tweeted, watching the people versus O.J. Simpson, and damn, everyone in this case was dragged through the dirt just like I've been. Crazy parallels here. And he deleted this. I don't know why, but he did delete this. What the fuck? Here we go. Okay, one more thing. We got these. Let me tell you, like I said every week now, it seems like the DSPs in the wild are out of control. Out of control, getting sent so many. But we got one of the biggest of all time now. I don't even know if you count this as DSP in the wild kind of anymore. But there is a little wrestling show that goes by the name of Cultaholic Wrestling. 900,000 subscribers on that channel. And this moment happened during the show. Here we go.
Hey, that is all
Our
yours.
friend.
You are so welcome. One talent not being benched is NXT's Sol Ruka. She's won her first title.
And I want to show you, he's just talking about wrestling very normally right now, okay? He's just talking about wrestling. He's just doing his normal show, and then he does this.
She is the new WWE Women's Speed Champion. This aired yesterday over on Twitter.
And that was it. That was it.
Wow.
He slipped in a PWR.
Is the new WWE Women's
I mean, this has to be career-defining moment for pre-WR, doesn't it? I mean, come on. And Steve,
I don't know what's been happening with that guy. Like, apparently he's been blowing up, but I've just seen like Twitter clips of him going crazy on his mom.
Well, that's always the thing. I mean, yes, that has been going on, but his streams are bigger than ever. People are sending him the donos. He's feeling hot right now. And Tom Campbell, who is absolutely a follower of DSP at this point, for putting this up there in the house. We got to get Tom Campbell on this show, I guess. But go ahead, Steve.
Oh God, yeah, please. Fangirl out so much. Sorry, I love Tom Campbell. He's great. But yeah, he did the Desert Island Graps with Phil that we watched as well.
Yes.
He's the one who did that. So yeah, he's definitely had some exposure to Phil. So.
Yeah, he's the one that we saw during that Desert Island Graps episode. Really asked the questions that, many detractors would want to ask, even though he said, like, what's your favorite wrestling matches? It was very, he knew what to ask.
Very well done there. Yeah.
Defeated Samuel B in the house is back from almost a year out of the Snortex, and I've got so much meaningful content to catch up on. Big up.
Oh, what a year! What a year you have just missed.
Wow.
And it's even better, right? Because you could kind of skip the boring parts and just go to the ending of each arc where it's the best, most hype. It's pretty cool. Big ups to you. Defeated Samuel B. And Matthew 1993 says the same thing. Bring him on the show. Now, yeah, it seems like he knows his stuff. Might be a good guest. We'll see what we can make. See if we can make that happen for sure. Okay.
Wait, what? Who?
Yeah, Tom Campbell.
Tom
the guy on the
Campbell,
left.
yeah.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Not PWR.
Sure.
No, yes, Tom Campbell. Yeah,
because we need more British people on this show.
I mean, you know what? I'm 90% sure that we can have him on and actually talk about wrestling, and it's still going to be better than Smart Guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we should do. Get like That Being Said wrestling show and get him on at the same time and just make it a real wrestling show. I mean, that would be, I don't care that much. Anyways, one more DSP in the wild because I have so many to play and I'll kind of intersperse them throughout the show. Let's get to this one. This is interesting to me because it is Destiny, and he's debating these gentlemen about something. It doesn't even matter, but this was, for context, this was exactly the time when DSP was reaching out to people for interviews, and Destiny was one of those people that was in the talks of maybe being the interview that ultimately went with Side Scrollers, okay? So listen up. This is a wild one.
That is already there, and I think that's something that should seriously be pushed for someone who.
What if people needed a lot of healthcare, but they were spending all their money on WWE champions, guys?
And let me tell you, no one knows what the fuck he is talking about. There is no reaction at all because it's a random DSP in the wild without even saying DSP.
What if healthcare, but they were spending all their money on WWE champions, guys?
Is the Eli Lilly is the company that puts out insulin. If you talk to Eli Lilly,
no,
they will actually lower the prices.
Yeah.
This is what it feels like to make a DSP reference at The Office or something.
Yes.
Where you just get weird looks. And it's like, okay, man.
Oh, that's it. When you say it, you say a joke that's only funny for you, but you're like, damn, that was good, but just no one has any clue. But anyways, let's move forward on. I got way more DSPs in the wild to play, but we'll kind of space them out, like I said. One interesting thing that came out this week was DSP Tries It. Mr. Ludacris, you're familiar with this. Can you give us a quick DSP Tries It jingle for us here, Mr. Ludacris?
Hold it. DSP Tries It.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And I always thought, I was like, wow, that's the one thing that DSP actually made himself. Well, this week it came out that that's not even true. So there's a show, apparently, that Andy, not Orski, not Richter, Andy, what's his name? Andy Richter. Is that actually his name? The guy from Conan. I can't remember his name. Andy Richter. I was right. Look at that. But he did a show that DSP stole the jingle from. Here we go.
Give it to me. Andy will try it. DSP tries it.
No way.
So, and Philip did admit to this, but here, one more time.
Give it to me. Andy will try it. DSP tries it.
Well, there we
Fucking
go.
hell, man. How lazy.
Much like you, ALT, I was going to give him credit because it's a catchy thing. It's probably the best thing about his DSP Tries It. It's a catchy jingle. God damn it, Phil.
How stupid are we to think he actually created something himself? We should blame ourselves, actually. All right, there we go. Okay, so let's not get to this yet. I think we should start with the perfume arc, okay? The so many good perfume aftershave gate, yes. So it starts with a tweet, and like Philip's best ideas, they come in the middle of the night. All right. So this tweet came out before his streams, and I'll read it to you. It says, "I have a predominantly male audience, and people have been asking me for something different than food reviews when I hit goal milestones. I have an idea, and it's weird, but some of the most odd stuff does seem to work these days. I'll present it on the podcast in the morning." Okay, so this came out, and people obviously were speculating what it could be. What could this be? Yeah, that could be cool.
That's what I would have thought. Saying, male audience could get a bit weird. Like, that's what I'd think. Like,
he can have strippers in the studio, and when you hit the goal, they put on clothes.
Oh,
they put on vests and hats.
There we go.
I feel like I need to express some regret here because I tweeted that and said, like, hey, last time this happened, we got side scrollers, so we might get something good out of this. And what we got out of this was worse than anything I could have conceived of. So
yes,
I feel really bad about that.
A lot of speculation of what it could be. He thought it will be. I thought maybe it was like reviewing clothes, his new summer wear, things that guys might find value in, not real, not actually, but you know what I mean, in DSP's mind. But we got something much better. Watch this.
Dude, for a second.
Yeah, please.
And after like 5 seconds, I realized this idea is terrible and he would never do it. But for a second, I thought he was going to start doing one of those like kind of like an alpha male show about giving advice to younger men.
That would have been
Because
cool.
you know he's been going through the midlife saga, and he's been feeling very wise and elderly. And I was thinking like maybe DSP would be like, you know what, I'm gonna give this new generation some valuable wisdom that I didn't know.
That would have been
How
hype,
to pick up
actually.
chicks. That would have been great. How to pick up chicks.
What you do
First,
is
you wait for them to have problems with OBS.
Yeah. No, even before that, search Twitter for any female that has ever retweeted you ever, right? Because I think that's really what he did. No lie. Because remember, that started with a retweet from Chaos Romo 1 like 6 months earlier. So I think that put her on some kind of list, right? In case of emergency, break the glass and find the girls that have interacted with you on Twitter. Then she goes for the OBS thing, and Philip strikes like a king snake and says, I can help you with that. And that was the rest is history. So that has to be the first thing to do. Matthew says DSP tries it Viagra episode. He is old now, like most of us like most of our hosts on this podcast. That's I take offense to that. Many of us are very young.
Yeah. I think the rest of us do as well.
You don't even know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm not over the hill.
So then we have this. Okay, so this is a big announcement that went well. We're going to skip around a little bit. It is, he did make this take over an hour to really announce what it was. So. Memology skipped most of this.
What is the idea that I had last night? Well, I had not really an epiphany, okay? Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think that this idea is going to appeal to everyone. I think that this idea will appeal to a certain demographic and percentile of my audience. But if it's enough that you guys think the idea is a good one,
it is again.
I would like to roll with it and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, that's okay. It's actually something very different. Ooh. It's something that blew people's minds when I mentioned it. They were like, are you kidding? What? And of course, some idiots make fun of it, but it's something that's very common. It's something that's very commonplace. All right, my idea. Yes. Is every once in a while. Yes. To review. Yes. Some cologne. All right. So, for example.
So, as you can see, he's holding it very strangely. And I know people might blame that on being something descriptive. But what he's actually doing by holding it that way is trying to hide the brand name so he can use it later as a goal. That's actually what he's doing here, guys.
What? Like actually?
Like actually, factually, that's not a lie.
Well, yeah. Wouldn't you show off like the bottle?
No.
Like,
he's holding it this way
to review,
so you don't know what it is, guys. He wants to keep it. You don't want to, give away the prize before anyone's earned it, guys. You know this.
In this case, why even have the bottle? Because you could just say, I'm going to view cologne. People aren't going to go, we need a visual aid. What the fuck is that? Like, why do you even need a bottle?
Well, his audience isn't the brightest bulbs.
Well, true, yeah.
Okay, well, here we go.
Example, today, I am wearing this fragrance right now. And I can smell it, all right? And it smells great, by the way, all right? And
great.
The reason that
Lemtex, good point. Part of the things he's going to review is the bottle shapes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and the packaging.
Yes. So please, don't sell them short.
That this would be an interesting thing to do would be cologne is all over the place. For no exaggeration, $100+ a bottle. Sure, it'll say, it has notes of bergamot and sandalwood. What the fuck does that mean?
But what is DSP gonna say?
Like
it smells organic. It smells robust. What is he gonna say that is gonna make this actually productive?
He's got 3 words he can use to describe it, and one of them is flavor. So, like...
big ups to the person
I'm still sort of processing the fact that he's like, can you believe this is expensive? Like, it's fucking aftershave. Of course it's expensive. They are.
It's like he's just discovered it. Which obviously he has. It's like, it's everywhere, you guys, and it's pricey. Can you believe it?
This is his
shit. I said I sprayed cologne everywhere. I should probably get some.
And just in case someone doesn't know, the reason he wears cologne, he admitted this himself. This is no joke. I'm not saying any jokes here. The reason he is using the cologne is because it gets stuffy in his office, and he needs it to make it smell better. I am not making that up. He said that himself.
Oh my God.
So he is using that knowledge. He has experience now with men's cologne for that reason. So he was to pass that knowledge on to you, the consumer.
But he did say in this clip that he was trying to I think the term he said was upgrade my appearance, which was
like he's his setup. Yeah.
Yeah, it was because remember when LTG told him to focus on his sexy?
Yes.
And after all, he's doing it, I guess. So LTG won, I guess.
Real quick, another DSP in the wild. Someone sent us here. It's on brand. It's on a theme right here. Strong and robust smoked Scottish salmon. Shout outs to this person that sent this in. Strong and robust. Those are the kind of things you can expect to hear with this cologne reviews. Let's go.
I'm gonna drop a ton of money to get cologne. And I'm not going to know what it smells like.
Who's going to do that in the
you're gonna
first
drop
place?
These weird names that no one... Who the fuck smells sandalwood and knows what that is?
But what? How would they call the smell?
Yeah,
If you can't say what it smells like, what are you going to say? Philip, king of descriptive words. Oh, that's pun intended, by the way.
Also, can I just say...
Yeah, please.
Just quickly, and I'm sorry for anyone that's watching my video because I did a video on this, so I might be repeating myself. So I do apologize.
Yes.
But I was going to say, you're going to get it. You know, it smells, so you're going to spend all this money and not know, right? So then you've got to spend 10 goals worth of fucking money to get him to review a cologne. Pray that it's the actual cologne that you're interested in buying. While he's trying the cologne, he's going to be like, guys, you should be supporting. So then you've got to give him more money. And then he's going to tell you it tastes flavor and robust. Why don't you just take the $50 and just go buy the fucking cologne yourself and just take the risk? It makes no fucking sense.
Or go there and smell it yourself.
Like for you guys. Yeah, exactly. You can smell it in the store.
Yeah, and it's going to cost you less than the $1,500 he wants to get to the goal to do it.
This is the problem. Because he door dashes everything. He doesn't go outside his house. So his thing for this is, I'll show you what the bottle looks like. I'll tell you how it smells. It's like, dude, you can go to the store. You can see the bottle. You can smell it for yourself before you buy it. Do you not live on fucking Earth?
I think you'll find he goes out regularly with his wife for a walk.
Yes.
His neighbours all comment on his shirts and
if you want to play that, spoiled it. Here we go.
The season.
Okay, here we go. Don't worry. Listen to this. DSP Gout got with this on Twitter. Little derail, but it's fucking worth it.
I'll have you know, I was walking through my neighborhood today, and my neighbors complimented me on the shirt. They saw me wearing it. They're like, wow. Well, 'tis the season. Today's a warm day. It's time for that kind of clothing. I said, absolutely.
This is
and that's why I'm wearing it.
such
And I
bullshit,
walked
man.
right up the street. And they were watching me. They were like,
Imagine just creating your own reality that much, Like they said, 'tis the season. I don't know about the UK guys, but no one says 'tis the season before December 1st and then after December 25th. That's when you say 'tis the season.
Pretty much it too, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He said 'tis the season for what? A Hawaiian shirt?
I see a fat, patchy beard hippo walking down the street in a Reject Ace Ventura t-shirt. I'm not saying 'tis the season, man. I'm saying some stuff, but it's not nice.
And let me tell you, I said this on stream too, so I am repeating myself as well. But we all know someone in our schools probably that was a special person. And when they do something like tie their shoes and people compliment them because they did something very normal, but it's still a big deal for them?
We're just thinking about that sarcastic,
You know where I'm going with
mate.
You know where I'm going with this, right? Yeah.
You think maybe the neighbor said, "Oh, did you dress yourself? Well done."
Congratulations, you're doing great, man.
And the shirt was on backwards. It's like, we still got it on.
Well, it's certainly something.
He gets better every day. Man. It was on his head yesterday.
You're doing awesome, man. Awesome. That's great. You chose that shirt? It's hot, too. Awesome.
You walked to the mailbox and back. Well done.
You're getting faster, too, actually. Wow. Used to be
Gives him
really
a lollipop
winded.
and a sticker.
Big ophthalmology, by the way. That is true right here.
right? A bottle like this would cost you anywhere between $80 to $150. So the thing is, do you really want to mess around getting that?
That's 10% of what he wants to review it.
Yes.
10%
size, right? Which is very
But
little.
would you also like? Why would you listen to Dark Side Phil's opinion on cosmetics? A guy who is known for looking like shit and not taking care of himself and not even going to the doctor. Like, what is his opinion even worth? And it's not even going to be an entertaining review because this guy can't describe anything, including things he is directly looking at. So this is going to be very difficult.
You know what he's doing is he looks on YouTube and sees what other people are doing, and he picks the easiest shit because he thinks it can work for him, like DSP Reacts, like DSP Food Reviews, and unfortunately, you have to have some kind of skill for those things, which he doesn't have. But he thinks, okay, yeah, I can do this. What else can he do for goals, guys? What else?
Yeah, like look at how he's like come to this conclusion. He thought, what can I review? What is around me that I can possibly monetize? You know, and that's it. The best he can come up with is reviewing cologne. That's the absolute best idea he's got at this moment.
I think you give him too much credit, ALT. I don't think that he looked on YouTube to see what he could do. I think he literally was in his room and just looked around and went, curtains, floor, cologne. Yeah, that'll do. That's literally, he just looked at items and just said, yeah.
He did
probably
say
like the fucking third thing.
He has a nice collection now of cologne, by the way. It's not like he just got one bottle to share. He's built up a nice collection now. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I'm going to go about halfway through this thing where he starts getting pushback from everybody. I'm not just talking about the kick LARPers. I'm talking everybody says, are you serious, man? This is what you want to do? And because he has the thickest skin on the internet, he doesn't get pissed at all.
Yeah.
He's definitely happy
and now
about
that you said the word.
Yes.
Now that you said the word LARPer, this has been word of the week. Maybe it's going to even be word of the year because everyone is a LARPer now. And he knows exactly who is a LARPer the moment he looks at them.
And thank you for mentioning words as well, because we may have skipped it. So if it doesn't come up, you the toilet has been added.
Okay,
oh, yeah. What? The toilet?
You the toilet. Yep.
You the man.
We have to get
you
to
the
that
toilet.
Everyone's a toilet.
Who the toilet? You the toilet.
Constructive criticism behind it, or you have.
Here we go. Sorry, here we go. Right here. This is where we need to get to.
Well, let's see what you guys think. I knew no matter what, people were going to make fun of it because they're pieces of shit on the internet, and I don't care about you because you're worthless humans if you're just going to sit here and make fun.
Clearly.
If you're actually going to be like, oh, well, I don't like the idea, but here's why, and there's constructive criticism behind it, or you have a better suggestion, that's different. But most people on the internet just shoot down any idea I have. All right, and I don't appreciate that because it's just a waste of my time. All right.
So, if you disagree with my ideas, you're stupid and you're a troll. Okay, cool. Remember, there's supposed to be a new idea that I don't think anyone's going to like, is what he said, right? It's weird. This is how he presented it. But as soon as he got pushed back, he starts bitching about LARPers.
In particular, and I don't know why you guys. Okay, why are you laughing? Laughing my ass off, laughing out loud. Why are you laughing?
Yeah.
I'm just going to stop the fucking stream right now. What are you laughing at?
Yeah.
Let's hear
this was in the middle of the begging segment, by the way.
Yes.
Guys. And people want to say, oh, I'm laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
What's so fucking funny?
You tell me.
I'd like an answer. Because if you think that me being honest with you is funny, that's fucked up. What's wrong with you? Go to your kitchen and cook for 3 hours a meal that you don't know how to cook. Waste everyone's time. By the way, you have no way to film it, but that's okay. Just go do it. Like, no, stupid.
Right, this pissed me off.
Yeah.
To say, waste people's time. Oh, yeah, because you hate wasting people's fucking time, don't you? The fucking dickhead that spends hours on stream going, guys, you're going to have to do tech support, you guys. Oh, why don't you do this off stream? Go fuck yourself, that's why.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. Also, wouldn't it be entertaining to go and cook something for 3 hours that you don't know how to cook? Say he burns it and it's all chaotic. That would be funny. That would be good content, wouldn't it?
Also, all you'd have to do is you work out your shot, where you're placing your camera, and then fucking tidy up what's in frame.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
it. If you're not worried about like revealing information or giving us ammo or whatever, just clean up first. And then you can give your audience something new and different for once.
He just doesn't. I mean, obviously, he's making excuses.
He doesn't want to clean up.
Just to recap what he said here: stop wasting our time. The people that are wasting their time are sharing their opinions in the chat, right? So you could just, ignore it too, but no, they're wasting my time. Very thick skin here.
Go do an IRL stream and get arrested and get hurt because I'm getting harassed by people in real life and swatted and shit. I'm not dumb.
But that's the thing. These are the suggestions I get.
But that could happen on this stream as well.
I know.
Like, you're
what's
still
the difference?
streaming. You just stream it from a different place.
People can't do that for a fucking Cologne stream?
Suggestions. Because that's what people want. They want to fuck with me, and they want to fuck with my life. I'm trying to take things that are
vital. His hair so much.
Yeah, oh god, it's never been this.
I think I lost my shit in the video at this point as well when I was doing it. I was like, what the fuck, man?
For me and my family and my setup and different ideas that I can add to that maybe there's some meaning behind it, rather than just dumb shit. But that's the problem with people on the internet. They just constantly want dumb shit, and I don't do dumb shit. And you know that. If this were back in the day, and if this were back when I was
Definitely.
Literally 1 month ago, he did the dumbest shit he has ever done.
Yes.
ideas for
I remember he wanted to. At one point, he wanted to have toys next to him and a Wolverine figure, so he could go Wolverine.
That
not
seems
dumb
like a long
shit.
time
That
ago.
was intelligent.
It wasn't that long ago. He said that Wolverine. We'll make it dance. It'll be silly. We have money for
Don't you dare.
socks, showing feet, push-ups. How much others can I name here that we talk about doing for money?
Can you imagine if he did that and then he had to explain that to Triple P and the start of the arc? That's just a silly thing we do, you know, from the audience. They love it.
Very cool.
For example, when I first thought up DSP Tries It and stuff like that, people would have absolutely positively loved the idea. They would have been like, that's a great idea. That's interesting. That's something different. We like just hearing Phil's take on anything. So to hear his
yes, please.
Just to say, just then he just said when I thought of DSP Tries It, you've literally shown that he didn't. He just stole a jingle, and the very concept of trying something isn't his idea, so he can fuck off.
And remember, the only reason he started DSP Tries It because he couldn't monetize gameplay. That was a way to make money from YouTube when he couldn't monetize gameplay. That's the only reason that started in the first place, was just for money.
take on something like this where he has a vested interest and he's had some experience in, we'd love that. But today, literally any idea I come up with, everyone just shoots down.
But hold on, what is his vested interest in experience in cologne? What's experience with cologne? Just putting it on and smelling a certain way?
Exactly.
Correct. You got it.
He's used it before.
I mean, okay.
He's used it for years, lads. He knows everything. He knows everything.
The idea that someone that doesn't have experience from cologne and sprays it in their eyes by accident goes, fuck! Oh, well, I have experience. You should have listened to me. I could have avoided this whole thing.
What am I supposed to do? He doesn't tell me.
Buys a bottle, doesn't know what to do.
Where do I
Just spray it
it?
around. All right. What am I supposed to do? Huh?
He does is crappy and a bad idea and clown on him and dump it, right?
Shoot.
So that's the thing. Like, you got to understand that for every 20, 30, 40 people that say to me that's a bad idea, probably 39 of them are LARPing as people who care, and they're just
there's that key word,
assholes. And then maybe one person actually didn't like the idea. Because here, you want to know the perfect example of that? Here's the perfect example of that.
Oh, please.
People keep telling me, Phil, DSP Tries It, fast food is played out, do something different. And every time I try something different, it gets absolutely no attention, no views, and it's hard as hell to hit the milestone goal to even get it to happen. But then when I go back and I say, we're back to fast food, boom, immediately, support, people are excited, people watch, people like it. It's called the vocal minority. It's the people who want to bitch the loudest, but actually don't.
You getting it? You're starting to get it, Meerkat, it sounds like.
Bro, I can't. This is like, it's such a stupid fucking segment. Because it feels like he's making these bad ideas on purpose so he can make people shit on him and criticize him, and then he can cry victim about it and have segments like this. It almost feels like fabricated.
Yes. And he's making it sound like to the people that are supposed to be giving you the money, he's telling them the scam right to their face, right? Like, I really just want to hit the goals, guys. So you guys seem to like fast food. I know it's dumb, but you guys like it. I mean, these guys. Like, he's just talking straight to the LARPers, but not to his actual fans, because they don't give a shit what he does. So you know that. But anyways, here we go. We're almost
I guess it's...
please. Yeah.
Also, I was just going to say, I guess it's quite like a clever thing, isn't it? Because he just wants to do the fast food. He just wants to keep eating the cheeseburgers. So the way to do that is to think of something insanely fucking stupid. So go, well, these are the only two choices, the cheeseburgers or cologne. So then you go, obviously got to go, well, the cheeseburgers then, because the cologne's fucking stupid.
I don't think he's that like cognitively advanced though. I think it's genuinely like, right, look, I'm trying my best to.
I think
do
he's trying to
different.
I think for him, this
the
is
only
like
thing
making
that
a
I
meme.
know works is fast food. Yeah,
it's a bit like, you know, like the husband or something. Like a wife will get him to help her iron, and he'll do a shit job, so then she never asks him again. It's kind of like that. He comes up with a different idea, and then you go, well, there's no point in asking him to think of another idea. Just let him eat cheeseburgers because he's just shit at it.
Real quick on that one, you gotta be careful when you use that. You can't use that tactic too much, guys. Like once a year or something, bring that up. You can break that thing out, but don't do it too much because they start catching on. Okay, just be careful when you employ that tactic, guys.
Care because they're just LARPing as people who care to try to fuck with me. So I'm not.
Now that's
stupid,
advice for a male audience.
All right?
That's
a goal.
I'm not gonna just because a bunch of fucking assholes in the chat are like, what a bad idea. Yeah, what a great way to approach a new idea.
Yeah,
it's so bad. It's so bad. So what?
Remember, he wanted advice, what thoughts on his new idea. If you give him any thoughts on his new idea outside of it's the best idea ever, this is what happens.
Your better idea. Do an
What the fuck?
Chad.
Damn.
Yo, Adrian! we hit the goal!
Do an IRL stream so everyone can call the cops on you. Go fuck yourself.
Like,
I'm
see,
tired of your
do it now. You could have just been swiped now. We know where you are. We know what you're
Really,
doing.
I am. I'm tired of people just shooting down every possible thing I come up with and say that it sucks, but you have absolutely nothing of any credit or worth to counter with.
Oh,
the truth
bro,
is,
it's not their job.
I know.
It's not their job to come up with ideas for you. It's your job.
And
you're bad at it.
Warren makes a good point. He shoots down every idea people give him. That's what happens. If you have any ideas, they're all the worst ideas of all time. So what are you supposed to do? You can't win. But,
if it's good
do you remember?
Yeah, please.
Do you remember how angry he was before he met Kat? I'm just so glad that angel has saved this man.
We're past those days.
Tell me it's not, so that you fucking think that you're bothering me. Right?
Okay.
And again, all you got to do is prove it. You ready?
Yeah,
so Tangy Flavor says, I'm not going to lie, DSP. You can't give us a terrible idea and get mad. All right, Tangy Flavor.
By the way, this gentleman's name is Tangy Flavors, so you know he's serious fan. Go ahead, Tangy.
Yeah.
Take it away, Tangy Robust. Go ahead.
Your better idea. Let's hear it right now. Because you had to open your mouth on my stream. I want to hear your better idea for a milestone reward for goals being hit right now. Or else, why'd you open your mouth? Because you know better than everyone, right? My ideas are bad, right?
Yes.
So what's your better idea? Let's hear it right now.
But this is like, I love these moments when he makes some random chat member on screen explain themselves. Because if they don't explain themselves, he just ends up sitting there looking like a cuck and waiting for somebody in chat to say something.
Yes.
And it's just so weird and deflates the whole segment. And it makes it so cringe and so embarrassing.
And if they do say something that combats it effectively, he'll just reframe what they said to make him win anyway. So, like, you can't win if you're that
misread it.
Yeah. So it's like...
What a way to get feedback as well, isn't it? Like, if you agree with him, then it's like, oh, yes, very nice. But then if you don't agree with him, he basically is like, hey, everyone, look at this fuckwit. Look at this fuckwit that's disagreeing with me. Everyone look at the fuckwit.
Yeah.
And then no one speaks up, so he'll do the shit idea anyway, and then he'll go, not sure why no one's attending the shit idea, you guys. Not sure what's going on, nerd. No one spoke up when they had the chance.
Yeah.
I also hate this idea that if you are criticizing something of him, you have to be like an expert in that field to criticize him.
Oh,
Otherwise
yeah.
criticism is
Definitely.
invalid. It's like, I don't need to have worked at a sandwich shop to know when I've been served a sandwich full of shit,
Yep. It's like take a genius, but I mean, this is when you have the thinnest skin of all time. This is how you have to operate, man. That's how you have to operate.
Why am I toxic? Install a Linux distro from scratch.
Like, this was a meme, obviously a meme thing here, but he takes it seriously. Yeah, go ahead, Philip.
You're a sad man. So enough with your LARPing. You're not actually concerned. You don't actually know better. You're just an idiot who, again, see, we got Phil to say he doesn't.
This dude is, this must be a nightmare lifestyle. Streaming every day and in two stream chats, not even one. People pretend to like you and you're constantly paranoid because those people might be trolling and might be pretending to troll you. And at the same time, in real life, well, I guess not in real life, but the Kino Casino situation where they LARPed to like him and then snaked him, and he will be eternally paranoid, which is very funny for me and very sad for him. But thankfully, I'm not him, so that's okay.
really, this is not a healthy way to live, obviously, and it's been like that for a long time. And he would say now, well, in his mind, he would say, I'm winning because he's hitting the goals, but it's never been more about less people than it is right now, right? Because it really is literally one person every stream now for like a week has just been making sure we hit the goals because Philip's kind of down on his luck, and I think some of them kind of like, well, let's help DSP not be the loser that he should be, you know what I mean? So that now we've never been more unhealthy lifestyle than we have right now because everyone's a possible snaker, let's say. You know what I mean? Even the stream chat, who's on his side anymore? You know what I mean?
It's
5 people.
It's a common thing amongst like narcissists to assume that everybody else is going to be deceitful and like untrustworthy when they're interacting with them socially because that's what they do. They can't empathize enough to consider another perspective, so they don't understand that other people think differently, and so they just assume everybody else would act like they would. But I think it's also reaching a point where your support and your coping method just aren't working anymore. You've used them too long. You've drank too much. You've been playing champions too much instead of dealing with your problem. And now they're becoming less and less effective, meaning he's lashing out a bit more and he's getting a bit more paranoid, a bit more untrustworthy. So we get toxicity like this.
Mm-hmm. And
it's a simple solution. If you're feeling paranoid and you're not sure if people like you, just ask. Just say, do you guys like me? Just say it.
Go direct.
Go direct.
Now, let's hit him with 14,000 random facts to make him look like an uneducated asshole. No, stupid. You're the asshole. You always were and you always will be. No one cares. I have the right to determine what goes in and out of my body. You don't.
Wow. Okay.
Fine. Don't do edibles then. Fine.
I have the right to determine what goes in and out of my body, which I thought was interesting. I think most people just say the in part, but okay, cool.
Have any
Rambo, you can go in, but you can't come out till I say so.
case or logic against me. You're just stupid. All right. By the way, for the record, I'm not even kidding you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different $1 tips. I'm not reading any of them. I'm tired of you, again, LARPers, pretending like you're positive supporters, coming in and doing dollar tip, and wasting my time. I'm not reading 1,000 $1 tips this morning. So instead, I'm just going to say thanks and add them to the total and delete them. If you want me to actually spend time on you, go higher than $1 because you're
go higher than $1.
Wasting my time at this point. A scam artist.
I mean, even he knows that it's stupid to give him money for like dollar tips that even the person who sent them knows are not getting read.
Yeah.
So, okay.
This caused a lot of people sent a lot of possibilities for the cologne he could review. We have Homo. Shout outs to that person. We also have gin and tonic cologne. This looks high class.
Nice.
This one's good. It's very. We have You de Pig here. This is good. That's pretty cool. That's from Bland Polecat. And we have from Nerd Brew, we have autism, which is an interesting scent. You often wonder how that would smell.
It leaves you hyper-fixated.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, moving on here.
It's such a ridiculous misconception. All right, allow me to end this nonsense right now.
Okay,
all
yes,
right?
finally,
allow me
yes.
to end this nonsense
go
now. 2 ideas. Idea number 1.
Yes.
I do an episode where I review this cologne. I review the appearance, the scent, the strength, the pricing, the branding. It's a 20-minute show where I review this cologne. Instance number 2, I do a sweepstakes and I give away this bottle of cologne to one person. What is more beneficial to a viewing audience on the internet?
Yeah, so every single person said, not every single, there were some people were saying, like, why don't you just do both, though, right? You can do the review, then give it out. He pretended that suggestion never was said, even though it was said multiple times.
Actually doing an entire
Do you know what would have been good?
review of this?
Is if when he's done with the bottle, he signs it and gives away the empty bottle. That would have been like really fucking old Brad, wouldn't it? Of course, the cologne's not in it because I've used it, traded it in.
The empty box.
That'd be a funny skit to do when we get our million subscriber special. We could do that.
The logic you're about to see, very, very briefly, is one that he has employed every single time someone has said, "Hey, why don't you give away something?" You know,
yes.
or like do an event where you involve one person. He has always relied on this logic, and you're going to see how facile it is.
Yes.
This cologne, including all of that information that everyone can watch and digest and enjoy or choose to skip if they don't care about cologne.
Ooh.
Or me doing a sweepstakes where literally one person gets this bottle of cologne. When you think about it logically, okay, the answer.
So Garth Janicek, someone that has donated multiple subs, many sub bombs, says the chance to win the bottle. You can still do the review. Also, it's not a this or that thing. It's totally ignored.
It's clear. Doing the review show is more beneficial to a viewing audience and to a wider group of people than just giving away the item. The problem is people get caught up in sweepstakes culture and hype.
Oh, fuck off,
damn
man.
it.
Come on, dude.
Sweepstakes culture. God damn it. Ruining this country.
And, oh, wait. I
love that basically this is just a massive cope because he's too lazy and too cheap to go to the post office. Like, this is all this is. Like, it's not difficult. Someone fucker wins it, then you just mail it to them. The amount of money you get, you could mail it anywhere in the fucking world. I don't give a shit, man.
Yes.
Like, North Sentinel Island, some fucker could win it there. You can fucking find a way to get it there with the amount of money you're getting.
Oh, we'll find out why.
By the way,
go ahead. Yes, please.
Yeah, go.
Leaderboard says piss style man for $1. So shout out.
Shout out Piss Style Man. Piss Style Man.
Also, this is the first time he has said sweepstake culture. It returns no results in Big Big Go.
Oh, new word.
This is a new thing we're experiencing.
He just invented it.
Yeah.
Mr. Extravagant says, I just want to make sure LT tells everybody about peeing his pants recently again. That's that's not true, by the way. I'm not Piss Style Man. Never pissed my pants. It's a whole thing I'm not getting into. No.
I have a chance to win a bottle of cologne? Wow, it's like a 1 in 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 chance, but I have a chance? Versus, a actual guaranteed piece of content you can enjoy.
Yes.
Nope. But
I thought that was funny.
Past
The whole, I have a chance to pull a 6-star Hogan. Of course, it's a really rare pull, but I have a chance. That's WWE Champions culture, which is good, but sweepstakes culture is evil.
Yes. Thank you for pointing that out.
the sweepstakes aspect of it, the giveaway aspect of it. Ooh. There's entire businesses based around just milking people who are gullible for sweepstakes. Don't you get?
But the problem with people that do that does happen, but it's always like you got to pay to get into the sweepstakes. That would not be the case in this instance. So you wouldn't be scamming anybody. No one has to pay to get into this thing. He's got to wait for a whale to make him hit the tips goals, right? So it's only a chance to win, nothing to lose.
Get that? And I'm not. This is just an example because someone had said, "Why don't you do a giveaway instead of a review video?"
See, that one was ignored from Marine.
Again.
Yep.
How is
that wasn't what they were saying? They were saying, why not do both?
Yes.
Right? Better than you doing a sweepstakes because a sweepstakes only benefits one person.
Wow.
So thousands of people can watch DSP Tries It and enjoy it. That's why.
Do both?
Now, it may not be your personal thing. What if you don't like the food I'm reviewing? Well, then it's not for you. But then again, you probably didn't want the giveaway for the food either, did you? All right.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
This whole discussion is completely worthless and unnecessary. This whole segment serves to make him look bad without anybody else's help.
Yes.
You just did that completely solo. So congratulations, Phil, but we could have just not had this instead.
Yeah.
But this is how he's justifying it to himself. And this is how he wants to say, like, my decision to not do a sweepstakes, something that might benefit my audience, because it involves work for me. I have to go to the post office and send it off, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. That's how he's justifying it here.
Yep. A sweepstakes requires effort on my part. That's why I can't do it. Yeah. That's it. Big ups Burnell Marriage of Convenience. Let's do a few. We got a few band names actually from today and yesterday, which were days off for Philip. There's some good ones here. Darziak still chokes a dragon, so that's cool. Level 1 Bagcast. PWR at Hogan's Bar. DSP Mold Fort. Okay.
Wow.
Got a lot of information in there. It was pretty cool. We have Gotcha over Ginza. So Ginza is an area of Tokyo. Big up. So Gotcha over Ginza Cat Fat is the full name. Shout out there.
Wow. Gotta sneak that one in.
Yeah, it's good. Let's see. We have Cat's Triple Whopper add bacon. So we add bacon to that. Okay. The DSP coping PWR seeing Hogan. There we go. So there we go. That's the list.
I've had enough. They said,
Are we going to mention that, by the way?
Which? Oh yeah. So yeah, Triple P has officially invited PWR to the Hogan bar that he invited DSP to, and I believe the final word from PWR is he's thinking about it. We don't have an official answer yet, but that would be pretty funny if he does it. I mean, give PWR fun time, and DSP does not enjoy. But we'll see. He said he's going. Oh, he said he's going. PWR is hella down.
There you go.
All right, we'll see. That'll be pretty hype if it happens. All right, let's finish this one up.
The cologne, but I'd rather see one person win a bottle of cologne than see you review it. Yavanna, I really have to be transparent with you right now. All right, you ready for this? You're a dunce. I don't know what else to say. I can't make dumb people smart. Okay. And when you just said that publicly in front of everyone, that's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard in my life.
Thank God we married Kat. What would we say without her?
Does that laugh again?
It's hilarious that he's claiming this is the dumbest thing he's ever heard in his life when he's literally pitching that he can show people the shape of a bottle of cologne and tell them how it smells with his 3 describing words. And this is the stupidest thing this guy's ever fucking heard. Unreal.
You got it. You got it.
He tried to convince people that he had this 8-month-long master plan to sneak the casino. And this is the dumbest thing he's ever heard.
That didn't happen. That didn't happen.
Wait. I'll show you that. We're not there yet. That incredible how far that's come. NW News says he missed an opportunity to try crayon flavors. That's true. That would be a good DSP tries it.
Oh, yeah.
Color, the mouthfeel, the packaging, the paper. What do you pair with it? That'd be kind of cool. Like what goes with
For
what
those
color?
who don't know, Crayola is a premier brand of crayons.
Yes.
You open this yellow packaging here.
And you can talk about what the sparkles add to it, the sparkles.
They really tingle on your tongue.
Yeah, better with the sparkles, without, pretty cool. Mr. Gorehouse says, "Tism the season." Big ups. Aaron Tabor says, "LARPer equals someone who doesn't agree with him," and that is true. Yes, that's the new thing to say. Instead of trolls, it's LARPers now that say anything negative. We didn't talk about today, but Philip did get the whatever it's called program for Kick, so he's paid hourly, and people are guessing it's $5 an hour, which is still incredible for the amount of viewers he gets, if that is the number. But he hasn't shared the exact number yet with us. But there is an hourly pay that Philip is now getting, thanks to his 60 viewers on Kick. So there we go. He also used that as a begging mechanism by saying, "This is a big day. This is my first stream since I got partnered on Kick. So let's hit the goals, guys." And he didn't hit the goals that stream, which is funny. Big ups to GBRC, who says DSP's last guest is a Minecraft PDF talking about another. So claims PDF such a win for DSP. Oh, what a world he lives in. Well, we'll get to that. The guest on the show yesterday, we will get to him in general terms, because that was a wild guest choice. I'll tell you that. Salute Your Snort says, "My theory is he pretended the grease stain on his shirt was cologne. He thought saying cologne would be cool. Then this goal was to perpetuate the lie."
Agreed.
Agree? That seems like way too much thinking, guys. Way too much thinking.
Well, do you remember when that shirt stain thing was happening? He took a full-on sniff of that first and did nothing. And then after a couple of seconds, I think it was about 30 seconds, maybe a minute, he's like, "Oh, it's cologne." Like you wouldn't immediately notice it the moment you sniffed it. So
then he made a mental note, like, "I must debunk this later." This is it. Must remember to debunk that.
Add it to the debunk list. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Duty is gonna notice this. I better think of something. I mean, but dude, come on. Like, I understand people getting so petty and thinking that this kind of shit is possible, because it literally is. Like, he does shit like this. Everything he does, the first thing he thinks about is what are the detractors going to say? How do I prepare my answer for the detractors?
And
it's something.
The DM links prove that amazingly more than we ever thought. More than I even thought. He cares about. He was like, "How are we going to spin this narrative, Ashton? Everyone knows I tried to get partner a kick, and then I got turned down. Everyone's going to be laughing at this." Like he really cares about what those duty streams titles are going to be. That's what he cares about. Go ahead, Mirko.
After the Steve Cambion snaking interview, there's a huge thread of messages between him and Triple P and Andy talking about, DSP was pushing to make some kind of narrative about what happened because otherwise, quote unquote, he looks like a cuck. And he said this multiple times. And he was like, guys, I look like a cuck right now, so we better think of something. And he just gave them the ball. Like, you guys think about how I'm not going to look like a cuck. The DMs are insane.
Let's say, okay, let me get it up here. Okay, here we go. So let's do this. I'll bring up DSP's response to something here. And I'll try to give you the context here, but Steve, this is it. This is about the Steve Cambion thing. And Philip didn't know about, remember, because Triple P says Steve Cambion is going to be a good interview, obviously trying to get him to do it, right? That's the only reason he was doing. He's like, yeah, Steve's cool. He's good people. It's going to be fine. Then Steve does what he does, if you remember that one, right? It's pretty insane. It's like side scrollers on, speed in terms of the rapid fire accusations coming at him, right? And then Philip is coping to Triple P saying shit like, please, what happened? Did you know this was going to happen? And Triple P said, no, he didn't, of course. But then Triple P says, I would just attack Steve and call him a piece of shit. He snaked you and betrayed your trust. That's what Triple P said to DSP as his, how to combat this problem. And DSP responds with, the bigger issue here is that Steve is a friend of the casino, and now if I continue to do content with you, people are going to want to know why. This 100% is going to look like you set me up, and all my detractors will say this was the snaking you planned all along. So if I say nothing and just keep doing stuff with you guys, I look like a grade A cuck. I honestly have no idea how to handle that now, especially after you just apologized to me about the stuff you said about Kat in the past. So there we go. I'm going to look like a grade A cuck. And you think
that was
that's
like 20 past
the
11
end?
at night, wasn't it?
You think we're done with the cuck content? Afraid not. So just 3 paragraphs later, he says, I won't read the whole thing again, though, but he said, everyone in my chat right now is saying you guys snaked me. So I really don't know how to counter that. Besides saying you said you've disavowed Steve's actions on Twitter. But if you guys continue to have Steve on as a guest, etc., that's going to be empty and nobody will believe it. So I'll look like a cuck. This kind of puts us in a tough situation. What do you mean, us?
You're the one who looks like a cook.
Yeah, you put us in a tough situation. I'm having a hard time figuring out how to get past it. So there, just a great example of how DSP worries about how other people see him, for sure. And all the while, God, you got to imagine how much Triple P is fucking laughing. Like, you still don't get it, dumb fuck? We set you up with the interview with Steve, and he blasted the fuck out of you, and you're still trying to work with us? What do we got to do?
All about image with narcissists, and this shows you just how much of it takes up his soul.
Yes,
he's constantly worried about how other people are going to perceive him, rather than being just his genuine true self.
Explains why he has to tell his viewers why they like him constantly. This is the reason why you like me. This is the reason.
I'm a blue collar streamer, so
they might forget, so you got to keep reminding them. Oh, remember, guys, you like my gameplay and content. I have a 15-year legacy, guys. Just let you know. That's what I have. Remember that. Don't worry,
I'll remind you again tomorrow, just in case you forget.
And you might say, Phil, that's something that's worthy of recognition. And you're right. I agree.
Do you know what it's like? What's that film? 50 First Dates, where she's got amnesia, and every day she has to relearn everything. That's what his dents are like. So it's like every day he's like, right, guys, before we get started, I'm a 17-year content creator. I've done this, I've done that. Every single fucking day. Maybe that's what it is.
Big ups to KC Jones, who says he slicks his hair back so much and checks on an OBS afterwards every time. Methinks balding. Well, it thinks just... not very comfortable in his own skin, right? He's never looked at the camera more than now. Got to spread the grease fields out, Big ups, Casey Jones. Snow Globe. Snow Globe Man B, which is a joke concerning Flat Man B. Says, we live in a firmament. Jesus bless. Thank you, Snow Globe Man B, for that. Because people were trying to get Philip to answer what he thinks about flat Earth, the Earth being flat, and he said it's stupid. No one believes that. But that's because Flat Man B, which is the new, cheaper 1 minute man who gives a $5 tip every day, does actually believe the Earth is flat. That is not a joke. He believes we live in a snow globe, the snow globe situation. If you ever heard about that, it's one of the flat Earth theories. I'm getting stupider as I say it, so I'll stop now. But that's what he's referencing there. Evil at Dawn in the house says he can mail it at the same time he mails in his tax payments. He can mail the giveaways. Yeah, you're right about that. But, that's too much work. And he did say at the end of the week that shipping costs so much he would lose money on it or something, but you know how that goes. All right. Few more. DSP is the wild to get through here. So let's get to this one here. This is from Glitch Poachers here.
Doing PR for a predator, whether he realizes it or not. Reaching out to media manipulators to allow them to provide input on the coverage of their own crimes is really dumb, unless you're trying to do them a favor. Or the other exception would be if Willie Mac turned on Destiny, going full snake mode, using his second Destiny video to make a...
So that's the only reference to DSP, by the way. He said snake them. And he used that background just to talk about someone snaking them, which is very niche.
If Willie Mac turned on Destiny, going full snake mode, using his second Destiny video, Destiny is still somehow...
That's it. So that's pretty niche, I thought. That was a pretty interesting one. Big ups who sent that one.
Good, that one.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
We also have this one here from... this is from General Sam. 305 followers on Twitch. Here we go.
Wouldn't it be great if I had that moment, like I was Darkside Phil, and I was like, oh... All right, I left the call. Stream's over, boys. Started cranking off. That'd be an awesome ending.
that was more run of the mill style, but it still counts. Fratanga Plays is kind of cheating because yeah, go ahead, please.
Just imagine now at this point, because his legend is so embedded into wider internet culture that anybody else who does it, it's not going to be as big of a deal for them as it was for him. Everybody else is just like, he did a DSP. That's it.
He pulled a DSP. God damn it.
Yeah.
Fratanga Plays here is next, but he slips one in almost every video, so this might be his last appearance. Shout outs, though. He makes sure to make them good. Here we go.
With that out of the way, we turn our attention to Sungrad Studios, the new lolcow of my channel. Well, he wasn't a lolcow before, but after these last two uploads, he is most definitely a lolcow, going down a DSP arc where he just wants positive streams and vibes, dude. I consider him Young Ye's long lost.
That was it again. But he brings up DSP all the time here. Let's burn through these here. Okay, so next we have a video. We have a video about Carl Jobst here, and let me get it here. Somehow DSP makes his way into this one.
Huge at this point, bigger than DSPs.
Hold on, let me make sure
this guy could be like me. Hey, dude, let's have a talk. Let's have some coffee, man. Billy, let's talk. We can do something. All right, humans. I wish this guy the best, but I don't think he'll do any of that. His ego's too huge at this point. Bigger than DSPs.
There we go.
I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. Oh, Gen X Gamer? Ban. I'll catch you on the next one.
There we go. Shout outs to him. And last one for the day, Cretosis, 33,000 subscribers. I don't know what this video is even about, but here we go.
As they wanted to eat living flesh, so they would effectively remove the dangerous tissue. What we have here is simply sheer stupidity.
What does this even have to do with removing the tissue?
Used to be. There were even procedures to take care of particularly bad wounds by putting maggots on them to eat the dead flesh, as they wanted to eat living flesh, so they would effectively remove the dangerous tissue.
I don't know.
What we have...
I don't know. You tell me. I mean, that was kind of... But there we go. It definitely counts. Shout outs. Real quick, we got another agreeing with ourselves moment from this week. Let's go.
Yes. It's just a little bit of extra help on top of everything else. So thank you so much for that. Big thumbs up there, and onward and upward, right? Exactly. Let's hope that we can continue.
How fucked up do you have to be, guys, to do this, man? How fucked up socially do you have to be to agree with yourself? Hold on.
I'm still waiting for him to disagree with himself, man. That was fucking hilarious. Like, shut up, you're a fucking idiot. Tries to ban himself.
Hang on, we got a troll.
Extra help on top of everything else. So thank you so much for that. Big thumbs up there. And, you know, onward and upward, right? Exactly. Let's...
Good point, me. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Never gets old, man. Never does. All right, get out of here. Okay, next up. This is a cool video. Someone made, just wanted to play the whole thing, but someone did VR chat, but they spammed DSP comments. It's pretty funny. I'll give you the link in chat. Shout outs to this person.
Now, where's the support? Huh?
Wallet watching.
You do see that today I only raised $55 in tips, right?
And consistently treating his audience like
This is a small creator. They have 60 subscribers only, but I thought this video was great.
shit.
You're a fucking idiot. No, I mean it, Griffin. You're a fucking idiot. You're a dunce.
So, I set out to get an avatar that looks just like him and make a soundboard. Maybe
That's his DSP right there. Big ups.
Too can be an e-beggar and get VR Chat Plus. Or get into a virtual bar and score some gin.
All right, here we go. DSP back in VR chat. Come on. Oh, that again. We've seen so much. Oh.
The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Yeah, it has. Did you not know that?
Stop
it! Did you not know that?
I'm an idiot.
Randomly talking.
You stupid anime bitch.
What the fuck? Fucking frog costume. What the hell, man?
I'm a pussy.
In high school, my principal
It's so good.
No,
I really don't care about this. I get.
Oh no, you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker.
Oh, Milky.
Mark my fucking words.
Oh, Milky.
I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. You motherfucker.
They ran away.
Shut the fuck up when I'm talking, you stupid anime bitch.
Shut the fuck up, you big. What the fuck, you big baby bitch?
That sounds like he's less fucking peanut butter, bro. Bitch, you can't. You keep responding like, shut the fuck up, bitch. It's VR chat. Shut the fuck up.
I'm a pussy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, got him.
Oink, oink, oink. Bitch, shut up, piggy. Up.
I'm an idiot.
I can tell you're fat.
You can tell you're fat. That person said, I can tell you're fat.
Dude, I'm banging out of you.
No, I'll piss in your mouth. How about that?
Oh. Last one here, last one.
I'm an idiot.
You are.
Okay. Links in chat there to watch. It's 10 minutes long. Amazing video. Okay. Piece of Peace put out a great tweet here. We got a lot of highlights. Only one show this week, so we got to go through our highlights here. And I got a game for us to play as well, so I'm speedrunning here. Here is some fun begging here from the last week.
And we have only $27 to support. Now, guys, listen up.
Listen up.
We
Listen
just
up.
had 7 straight streams of
Come
hitting
on.
the goal.
Yeah.
That is great. It's been a great week, right? Sucks because last week we would have had a whole week, except that South of Midnight and Pirate Yakuza saw a stutter. Let's keep that momentum going.
Okay.
Tonight, please support the stream, even if you don't like the game. Support the stream because you support me and my content. Keep that momentum rolling, right? We want to do a nice DSP tries it this week, do we not? And we could do it on Tuesday or Wednesday if we keep the momentum rolling.
Okay.
So let's hit the goal tonight. All right, let's do it. Come on. Who's going to do a nice, generous tip? How about a super chat? Right now, we have 1 super chat. We have 1 or 2 small tips, and we have 3 subs on Kick. Let's pick that up. All right?
Let's pick that up.
Let's do it. Okay. Exactly. Look at that. Look at that emo of the guy flapping money all over the place. Exactly right. That's correct.
You know?
Okay. So let's continue. We have another hour to go. Please, guys, let's get some momentum going. Let's get some reinvigoration on the stream tonight. Come on. Keep the stream. I really want to keep.
So can we like all agree that the face on camera is like the worst idea that's ever been brought to the table? Because it just makes him look like a blobfish. And
Light is not his friend.
No.
Yeah.
Similar to HD not being his friend. And this is just a
He's like an
2-minute
eclipse. You shouldn't look directly at him.
bag into the bag is a nice combo as well, which is fun. This is a complete 2-minute uncut, just the filthy bag back. Bags are back.
The streak alive tonight.
No streaks, by the way. Streaks over. Who
Let
cares?
me keep clapping into the mic until someone responds. Do I have to keep doing this?
Enraged pufferfish.
Is this obnoxious or not? I actually hurt my
Can
own
you
ear.
remember?
Yeah, go ahead.
A time, and we talked about this a little bit last time, where he made a joke that wasn't "get me this much money" or "oh yeah, I'm just begging." "Oh yeah, it was just a joke. No one expects me." All his jokes now are just about him begging, aren't they?
Yeah. That's every single joke now.
Like,
It's
I can't even remember. Okay, he never makes good jokes, but I can't remember him recently attempting a joke that hasn't been, "Oh, of course, I'm only messing around that I should hit the goal," or whatever.
The pre-stream is in the worst place it's ever been, honestly, because it's you're guaranteeing at least 30 minutes of talking about the goals, what the goals are, and what future goals will be. And that's basically it. If there's a news story of people getting laid off, we'll get that too, but that's it.
Does that include like looking at the menus? Or
that counts. That I mean, that's a good menus are good day. That's a good. At least that's a looking at something. We're looking at something, you know.
How have the Phil's day off segments been? Because I remember when I used to be restreaming him like semi-actively. At least he did something that was worth complaining about. And recently, I don't think he does. I think he just kind of exists.
Oh no!
And details at like a minimum now. They're like,
details are never been less. Yes,
game back. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Never been less about what's going on. It's all about. Well, he says like as little as possible. Like hung out with my wife. We watched this hot guy streamer playing that, and then I watched her play this game for a while and that. Anyways, guys, let's talk about the goals. So we're at 47 now, and that's all it is, man. It's the worst.
Oh. The days of wandering around for 6 hours looking for cranberry juice are gone now.
Oh god,
yeah. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. So he has pretty much completely become self-aware that he doesn't even need to try and come up with some kind of content.
Yes.
The content can be about what he can do to get more money, and he's as transparent as possible, and that's kind of making it pretty boring.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, it's and there's also there is not even trying to have anything of any substance at all to the levels of which he'll tell you, I have nothing else to talk about. Let's just do Q&A. And it's the longest Q&A we've ever had now. So it'd be like, all right, 12:15. All right, guys, we got 45 minutes to kill. Anything you guys want to talk about, tag me in chat. So like, it's the worst. It's literally getting to the worst. And his viewership is reflecting that, by the way, because he's lucky to get for gameplay. Like, I think he had his lowest night ever with 130 or something at a night stream at one point for some of those games. So it's always
I've seen like 180, but
yeah.
The thing with the gameplay is a self-fulfilling prophecy, pretty much, because he is showing us that he's giving up on that shit and he doesn't care about it anymore. And by doing that, people are not interested in it and don't give him money for it. So he's kind of just killing his own gimmick with the games when he should have at least try and push it now that the drama shit is completely dry and he's not doing it, because he's back to being good person Phil, the moral side Phil.
Yep. Oh yeah, he had to start a stream with below 100 viewers. Remember when he used to wait until 200 would be in there? He started a stream this week under 100 people in there. It's wild.
He hurt my own ear.
Oh yeah, he clapped so hard he hurt his own ear, which is get help if that happens.
It's like that time where he span in his chair and mildly knocked his foot ever so slightly, and he was going, ah! He's
Very
such a
physical.
pussy.
Do I have to?
Remember, he's got a high tolerance of pain, though. You saw that recently, didn't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. I can hide my pain.
The Rambo react.
Yeah,
Again.
he said, "Yeah, people
very,
don't know
very
how
good.
much." He said, "Yeah, about his back." He said, "I hide my pain well. No one knows how much I'm really going through."
Doing
Yeah.
this.
If you threw a balloon at his head, he would go, ah! Guarantee it. Like,
And it would stick because of the grease.
This is it's so obnoxious when he does that shit with the back. Like, I just thought about it. It's kind of like the stolen valor for people that have health injuries and problems like that.
Yeah, it's the
It's
same
so
sort of
annoying.
basic mechanic. Yeah, it's frustrating. Not gonna lie.
Is this obnoxious or not? Oh,
Yeah.
I actually hurt my own ear. I hurt my own ear
Very
clapping
cool.
so loudly. All right, I'm not going to do that again. Oh,
can you imagine if Jaha actually did punch him? when his ear gets
Oh
hurt
my
by
God.
clapping.
He would
Die.
think
Like
he is
exploded
dead.
into dust or something.
Yeah.
You know, like when you get the berserker power in Doom and you just punch through
Yeah,
things.
it would, yeah.
He would think he's literally dead. He'd be like, "Oh, guys, that's it. I'm not gonna make it."
Just a puddle of grease on the floor. Like, where'd you go?
okay.
Waiting for donation. There we go. Nice. Okay, before we get to the smart guys here, one more thing. Philip did some tweets last night, guys, and they're good. He says there's a 2-pack here. It's a kind of a combo joke. Said you'd have to be mentally unstable to buy these. They will sell out guaranteed, but that wasn't enough. We have to do this one as well. You'd have to be mentally unstable to buy. Why bother? LOL.
Well, if you're gonna buy this, at least you're gonna be financially stable.
Yes.
If you're
for
gonna
sure.
spend that much money on toys. So and Phil can say that he is, so they own him yet again. The trolls win. These imaginary people that are buying these toys.
They're a better investment than gold, at least.
Shout outs to Brad Burdian says, didn't you spend a
Yeah.
fortune on statues back in the day, including one with big boobs, etc.? And everyone's posting this picture here of this. And I thought you might want to see that live because it's more impactful, I feel. Here we go. I got it for you.
What a wonderful
Oh,
sight.
this is the peak
A
of.
pile of
To live in an apartment like this, you'd have to be mentally unstable, Philip. Look at this. DVDs, racks on racks on racks. And we got
Blu-rays as well.
Blu-rays,
in
excuse me.
2013.
Uh-huh. Not a spot for a single shot glass on that bar, but don't worry, we got enough statues
fan
now.
mail delivered that night.
Lads, don't forget though. I know we always like focus on the kitchen bit, the side, but look, that bookshelf is full as well. That bookshelf to his left, also full of statues.
And the top, look at the top.
Well, he looks like the missing link where you froze it. Looks like you can imagine him coming out of a cave.
I can see 2 links.
Ooh.
And that little wiggle that he did just to get himself in the room. Can you go back like 3 seconds?
Oh, sure.
Oh, he's got no one of those shirts that show his moves,
no,
but
sure,
it's
I'll
the
show it to
shirt
you. Hold on.
guys.
Not that. Hold on. Here we go.
What a wonderful sight.
Here we go. So we see where we have to go. Our goal is in the living room. How are we going to get there here? It's going to be very smooth, I promise you.
Pile of fan mail delivered that night.
This is the king snake slithering.
Slithering in. Here, I'll try to pause it here. Hold on. Here we go. Ready? Making his move here with the one side in, and then we do the whoop. Look at that. Say we're not flexible. Look at that.
It's like, you know, when like in a movie or whatever, 2 kids sort of stand on each other's shoulders, put a long coat on and pretend to be an adult.
Uh-huh.
That's what that fucking looks like. It looks like the bottom half is losing balance. Like, whoa, easy, Jimmy, keep me straight.
He's later going to claim that his back is fucked during this period when he's able to do that.
On the catwalk. They'll be on the catwalk.
Oh, no.
I shake my boobs on the catwalk.
But anyways, Phil trying to ruin people's fun as usual. Don't worry, the results are the responses are all on point as usual. You know a thing or two about mentally instability, don't you?
Hey,
of course,
this
we
me.
got some Hogans. Oh, there we go. We have you're the only friend I'll ever need. I'm literally ruining your life.
Dude, how are you not blocked?
I don't know, because I have a picture of Kat, but face swapped with Jada Smith as my avatar. So it's like Kat, but black and bald.
Okay, that could work. You know a thing or two about mental instability is okay. Okay, so let's get to smart guys last night. All right, smart guys last night. Before we get to our big game to finish up today, our smart guys appearance. So Philip was supposed to do this last week, but he didn't. And he was teasing this as, I hope this is going to get someone talking, he said. I hope this is going to get people talking. So to me, that showed it wasn't going to be a big name person, obviously. It was going to be someone that maybe he didn't have as much confidence in. And then what happened is we got this gentleman here who goes by the name of, I forget actually. Gayhole? Gayhole. And it was interesting. So we're not going to watch the whole thing. Just get a feel for it, all right? Let's watch the beginning. Shout outs to Mimology again.
And with me tonight is my third and
Plan joke, and these always work, so get ready.
final where is my third and final co-host? Hello?
Fair. You know, good joke.
What
Good
the
attempt.
hell?
But Phil, like, completely no selling it. You know.
Oh, it's someone on the internet who you might know, or you might not, whose name is
I love that.
Gout.
I love that bit. That bit made me laugh so much. Why would you not just say it's someone you might know? He has to add, or you might not, because he's an irrelevant fucking loser. So there's a good chance you won't fucking know him.
Someone on the internet who you might know, or you might not, whose name is Gahool.
Gahool.
Who is that?
Oh, it's Gahool.
Who the fuck is that?
Gahool.
I'm saying gay hole.
And ladies and gentlemen, my third co-host here on Smart Guys, now for the WrestleMania build-up show, is actually the Shockmaster in the flesh. But no, that was the Shockmaster gag. Very well done, by the way.
Oh, it's a gag.
It was a gag. You all know.
I didn't get the gag because it wasn't about donations. So
It was very subtle, that one.
Who doesn't
Why,
like that
why
gag?
did he?
Yep.
Why did he feel the need to explain one of the most popular wrestling references ever?
Because this ain't a wrestling show, so most people won't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right.
This is not a wrestling show.
Said on Twitter as well. Gayhole steals his internet from a Starbucks like 2 blocks away from his house. So
What?
that's why it's like really shit.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah, it's my theory, but
GBRC said, listen, guys, if I do it on stream, everyone gets to enjoy it. Someone please tell the idiot he ain't got smell-o-vision. Good point, GBRC. Shout-outs to you. Swaggy Davis Jr. says, panel is looking like a 6-star meal. Big ups. Thank you, sir.
Yummy.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. We're going to get to that, too. Did you talk about DSP's reasoning for not visiting his parents yet? I forgot about that, but I will play it. Thanks for saying that, because we'll definitely get to that today, because that was atrocious. One of the most insane things DSP has ever done, I feel. We'll get to that.
So annoying.
Swaggy Davis Jr. says panels. Oh, I read that one. Big ups. Magic Short Bus says the past couple weeks, PWR has donated to an animal charity, took his family out to dinner to say thanks, and has done a Breath of the Wild giveaway, including cartridge, not just empty. That he already sent to the winner. Big ups, Magic Short Bus, for letting us know if PWR.
where does he rank in WWE Champions though?
Yeah, good fucking question.
That's the real
Unranked.
question.
By the way,
Do you remember when Phil was trying to get his own, like, his audience to play it as well? He was trying to get his audience addicted.
Yeah.
So he could benefit from their
They
stable
took
or
away
whatever.
the streak, by the way. You can't see that publicly anymore, but it's still in the API, so you can still see it, by the way. So don't worry. But they took away this.
Oh, yeah.
You can't
The
see like
login.
how long the login is there, but you can still see it, so don't worry. All right, let's go.
I co-hosted a wrestling podcast with one Ashton Parks PPP. People.
Whoa. Hold on. No.
Yeah.
Well, I don't believe you because PPP is not a fan of pro wrestling. All right. We all know that PPP hates it. And only he's outright
God, you remember
said
this?
on his
Dude,
show.
this is so
only-
lame. He didn't even say who this guy is, and they're just like right into ripping on the other guy.
They they don't have any idea how to do a show. You need to set up to the audience who this is, how you might know him. They just start going right into it, and no one has any fucking clue. I don't care if you're the biggest DSP fan of all. You have no fucking clue what's going on.
Do you remember this bit during the DMs leak where he was like, "Oh, look, PPP is actually a really big mark for it because he keeps mentioning Hogan."
Yeah.
Like, coming from that, he's not really a fan. Like, fuck it. He doesn't grasp it at all.
People like pro wrestling. So there's absolutely no way that this guy would have possibly covered pro wrestling in the past or talked with anyone else about pro wrestling. He only did this show with me to make fun of me, and we all know this. He said this publicly. Yeah. So I don't believe
Didn't he have his own wrestling show beforehand?
Yes, he did. PWR. Triple P, I call him Triple P, has done many wrestling shows of his own, just talking about wrestling on his own channel. So, I mean, clearly he has at least a little vested interest in wrestling.
About this guy, because I don't think that right now it's a very convincible argument. People coming in here and trying to start drama will be banned instantly. It's that simple. I'm not one for drama. You know that. Everyone knows that. I'm not a drama dude. There's no feuds starting because some idiot comes on my stream and says, this guy said something about you, and this one said this, and that. I'm not 5 years old. This is not schoolyard nonsense.
Okay.
Well, listen, man.
This doesn't even make it to schoolyard nonsense. This is teenage girl nonsense. About their boyfriends not talking them back. But okay. This is the
this is your second girlfriend meeting with your first.
Yes.
And your two exes combined.
Yeah.
Jilted Lover Guys is the name of the show. Go ahead, Mr. Snooderchrist.
I was just going to say, Phil has gone out looking for someone who looks less cool than him. And he's found this guy who looks like he was made in a lab and the experiment went wrong. And he's like, Master. He's like, yeah, he'll do. I look cool compared to this guy. Some guy called Gayhole. Great.
He looks like if
George outranked Gayhole. You remember that? We should say at the beginning of the stream, I think we both know who's in charge here, right?
Like wrestling. Well, you know what? Then he's a I'm a we're all a big group here, man. What can you say? I like wrestling. What do you mean he doesn't? We talked about wrestling it was literally over here. Our first interaction online really was a pretty heated debate about pro wrestling. And he had actual strong opinions about pro wrestling. And I'm assuming he still does to this day. He's just talking out his ass to get a rise out of people. But what can you do? But yeah, man, way back in the day, 2021, we hosted a show called 5 Pounds of Gunt. With me and PPP.
Which, I mean, those are classics, honestly. 5 Pounds of Gunt. I mean, who's not a fan of that show? I mean,
I'm more of a fan of his look there. On his face.
Big ups, Nye Driflin says, thank you, gentlemen, for all the work you do. Makes my day much more bearable. Big ups to you, Nye Driflin.
Yeah, big ups to
on my channel, only 5 pounds. It was supposed to be 10 pounds of Gunt, like the 10 pounds of gold NWA title, right? But a little bit stupid, frankly. What can you do? And I got the math wrong. I said 5, but it was 5 pounds of Gunt. Ran for a good couple episodes. Ran for about a year. We had a good time. It was okay. To 5 Pounds of Gunt, which is on my channel right now. Yeah, we had about like 15 people, 20 people watch it. No one was really watching. It was mostly because it was on my channel. I don't know. About an hour in, we just fucking devolve and descend on each other. And he just starts ripping me a new one. I start ripping him a new one. All of this centered around a contention point, which was PPP's girlfriend. Or rather,
go
ahead.
From this point onward, you get constantly bombarded with information that you had no idea about. Names of people that no one fucking knows. Some people that sit around on Discord all day talking to each other. And this just spirals out of control with the fucking nonsense. Because it's clear this guy is there so both of them can shit on Triple P. It's obvious. But they're just rushing it so hard that it completely loses your interest in your attention. So they can't even do that right.
Yeah. And this is... that's why Ethan Ralph was chosen there too, right? Because they both have an equal enemy in Triple P. So right now, we're not doing smart guys anymore. Fuck all this shit about having to have a wrestling show. It's now like we realize that he realizes Ashton owns him. So now all we can do is use our wrestling show to bring up people that have beef with Ashton to make Ashton look like a bad person. That's the only thing we're trying to do anymore. And it's how much of a slap in the face is that to your real fans? To say, I don't give a fuck about what you want to see. We're not talking about wrestling here. Fuck off. I got to hear rumors about shit Triple P did.
And the thing is, I don't even think people's opinion of Triple P is very high. for this information to destroy him. Like, I thought he's a drama merchant on the internet that does fucking drama shit all the time. So I don't imagine him being the fucking greatest guy. So I'm not surprised if I hear he did some degenerate shit. But I don't think this is going to hurt him. I think this is going to deal 0 damage and just makes DSP look stupid and salty.
Yeah. You should change the name from Smart Guys to Support Guys, and it's just he has a different person that Triple P is wrong with him. Where did Triple P touch you? Show me on the doll. Like, that's what it should just be now.
How did Triple P felt you? Go ahead. When was it?
This is a safe space, brother. He hurt us all. How did he felt you?
but like, you know, it just, and also this wasn't a very effective way because we're just saying stuff, and he just spills so much shit that you can't keep up with what the story is about Gahul. Like Gahul's story about it. You can't even keep up with it, and there's no pushback from Philip. Everything is true. We take it all as truth, which is very interesting because as a certain Stuttering Craig once said, or not Stuttering Craig, I believe that was Andy himself. But he said,
wasn't it?
"Yeah, why do you believe what everyone else says about people you don't like, but when people bring up stuff about you, it's instantly false and not true?" So, but again, we're just doing that classic thing where that's how we operate. Is if anyone,
especially,
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was just going to say, I'm going to get a bit toxic here.
Yeah,
this guy, like Gahul. Like, if I'm looking at him, I don't believe in anything he's telling me. He doesn't look like a credible fucking source at all. He looks like he took his car to the Crushers and forgot to get out. So, like, if he's sitting here, like, bad-mouthing fucking Triple P, I'm going, well, you look fucking suspicious as it is anyway. Like,
oh, this was all about, they made fun of Triple P's weight and stuff, too, which is just, all right. I mean, go ahead. Jordan Chadway says 100% of Smart Guys has gout confirmed. Is that confirmed?
So
allegedly,
this guy, on the public videos on his channel, from what I could see, and they're all public and they're all out there, is about him. I think he's like a former incel. I don't know if he's recovered or he moved on to something cooler or better, or I don't know. But and I watched one of his rants. I watched one of his rants about women, and guess what? He's not a big fan of women.
God damn it.
What a surprise.
Oh, that's a shame, because I bet they all swarm around him constantly, so he's like annoyed, like, leave me alone, you bitch.
Yeah.
They read the incel post and thought, I can work with this guy. Read the manifesto on the SRK forums.
Yeah.
This guy seems my speed. But Philip, again, let's talk in general terms here, is getting with these people that when things break up, they will, let's get real, they will have a negative feeling of DSP. It's not really one of the people you want to be, interacting with online, right? I mean, Philip, the guy that hates drama, this seems to be the opposite of the kind of person you want to interact with, right? Whose entire channel is about drama, right? Is that safe to say, Meerkat? I haven't seen his channel, but pretty safe to say
this
that's
guy?
what yeah, like
I don't know. Not exactly. I kind of forgot. I need to pull it up now.
Okay.
I mean, you didn't binge his content. Wow.
No. I didn't care enough. Like, I watched the non-wrestling segment of this, and I already forgot everything about it.
Uh-huh. So in our DSP Triple P support group so far, we have Ethan Ralph. We have what's it called? What's his name? The other guy, the Cypress guy. Well, he was even worse than this because he had beef with someone no one even knew what he was saying. Remember,
he was just there to sort of like reassure Phil's ego and go like, "Yeah, you're right. The detractors are all bad, and you don't deserve what you've been."
He looked like he did the show because he was promised a warm meal. Like,
I was told there
do
would
you
be
think that these guys are now
refreshments.
getting? Yeah. You think they're now getting the? Keep going.
No, go ahead, Steve. Go ahead.
Do you think they're getting the Kino Casino treatment now in their DMs from Phil? Do you think that he's like,
oh
they're
God,
going, yeah, I'd love to do it this week, but my wife is ill and we were really worried. But thanks for being on the show. We got a lot more money, so now we can afford like more medical treatment. Blah blah blah. Do you think they're getting the volume of DMs?
What are we gonna do now?
Triple P did.
Yeah, I'm assuming, and then they're going to do a post WrestleMania show, which Ethan Ralph said I think 2 weeks ago that he was confirmed for that. So what? It's going to be the
working relationship. So
fuck Triple P party. What are you going to do? Like, is that? I didn't see Kino Casino last night. Did they get into this at all? I know they have a lot of stuff with like Nick Rekieta news and stuff came out and stuff. He's actually going to jail or whatever. So maybe they went over that too. But I mean, the only one that's winning out of this whole thing is Kino Casino. In my opinion, because they just get more heat, this DSP storyline of theirs just keep getting longer and longer. Because they can endlessly talk about the stupid shit that the people DSP brings in is. Right? So that's just the only one that's winning is them. So, all right. Good job, guys. We are definitely felting Triple P, and everyone thinks differently of Triple P, and definitely thinks more positively about DSP, though, which that's the goal of this, right? But go ahead.
Yeah, I think smart guys might just end after he runs out of people that don't like Triple P and are willing to do the co-host thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might do it by himself for a while, but it's going to be too hard to keep up with the wrestling and actually take notes and, actually have a good show.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think his show's going to last. I think after the WrestleMania happens, that'll be the last fucking show. Because what's it going to be, right?
It'll definitely be a massive W for Triple P as well, which we all suspect is going to happen, that it's going to be mostly talking about, because it's like a Triple P support group, it's going to be mostly slagging him off. When you think WrestleMania is like the Super Bowl for wrestling, right?
Mm-hmm.
You host a wrestling show, you're going to think, oh, Will, we've got a lot to get to today. If they have like a fucking 40-minute segment going, yeah, Triple P's an asshole, isn't he, guys? It's just going to look fucking ridiculous. Like,
yeah,
I think he's just going to get it past the number of episodes he did with Triple P. So if they did like 5 episodes together, he's going to get it to 6 without him, and then he can be like, yeah, there we go. And then
what I'd appreciate is if like they did the wrestling show, but every now and then to say they said, "Oh, can you believe John Cena? What an asshole! He's almost as big an asshole as Triple P," and then just carried on going into wrestling, just constantly using Triple P as an example.
Yeah, he felt him like I wish I could felt Triple P. Yeah, good one, bro. Where's my
Meanwhile,
refreshments?
Cyrus is just going, refreshments? Yeah. I'm so saying that every time I come on now, when you're like, Mr. Ludacris, hello, I'm going to be like, I was told there'd be refreshments.
I would love it the most if instead of specifically naming Triple P, he would just say, some people, they snake you.
Yeah, like
and
there's
they
women on
make you
Facebook.
heartbroken.
You see how they call Randy Orton the Viper? Do you know what else? Do you know what else is a snake?
You know what else is a snake? Yeah, bring him up again. Viewtech Mongolia says Ashton broke his heart. Poor Jilted Piggy. Well, he broke a lot of people's hearts apparently, and they're all got problems with him. So that's pretty cool. Big ups to Jefferson's
Well, they could do a karaoke, couldn't they? That don't go breaking my heart, like that Triple P. Just all of them passing the mic like bit by bit. That'd be fucking hilarious. That's a goal I'd pay for.
Oh yeah. The guy you caught up in super chat culture. I cannot help my European genes. You guys need to move on positively. I am present. Big ups Jefferson Exotic. You're a legend, sir. Deposit Maker says you can only tell the same story about your 48-hour grocery store trip so many times before even the dents get tired of it. That's why the day off segments kind of died, says Deposit.
That was like the Die Hard of like day off segments, wasn't it? He couldn't top it after that. That was like
yeah.
Once
Where do
the
you go
bags
from
were
here?
stolen.
Yeah.
Where do
That was
you
the
go
last day
from
off
here?
segment I covered.
Viewtech Mongolia says his guest host was Triple P's Wario. There we go. Clinkerton Leg says host 3 should have been Cyrax. No, you can't be Cyrax. I agree that'd be funny, but no, you know that. And let's get to the last thing of this. So another thing before we finish up the Smart Guy segment was this guy was saying bringing up your wife is very bad, and that's where kind of you shouldn't do that. And I think anyone with a brain agrees with that take. However, Philip had multiple, more than 5 chances to bring up making fun of Kat to Triple P's face and chose not to do it because he was making a lot of money and he thought everyone loved him. So it's real cool now to bring on a guy to defend your wife for you. Definitely looks like a very cool guy. But unfortunately, we had many chances to do that ourselves, but we weren't brave enough to do it then. So don't believe this shit about, yeah, he's an asshole. I agree with you making fun of my wife. When Philip had more than 5 chances himself to do it himself. But chose, nope, we're going to get this guy to do it for me. So very cool. Very cool move there by DSP on this one. Big ups to Mario Faker says, do you think he will peddle the new Keemstar dirt? I don't think so. The Keemstar Dirt was like he was saying stuff about like glazing somebody, a female that was on their show, even though he has a girlfriend.
What?
I don't know too much about this. Yeah, Keemstar was doing something. I saw in the last LOLCal Live that he was talking about like doing something with a woman that she recorded it all. I didn't see any of it, so I'm probably saying something wrong here. But I believe he recorded himself trying to get this woman to send pictures to him, even though he does have a girlfriend and stuff. So I'll stop. He was simping. There we go. He was definitely simping.
My brain is so fucked from the internet. When he said pedal Keemstar Dirt, I just thought of Belle Delphine and her bathwater, like Keemstar was selling dirt or something that he stepped on. That was literally where my brain went. I was like, he's selling dirt? What the fuck?
The ground I walk.
Too much internet.
I don't know enough. Go watch LOLCal Live if you want to see that, guys. But I don't think he's going to get in. I don't think Philip's going to touch that one because he can't make fun of his best friend Keemstar, guys. Remember? They're friends now. So we're not going to make fun of Keemstar. Are you guys nuts? He will not talk about Keemstar. Meth Bear says a female-style co-host would have been the worst because nobody could take her wrestling commentary seriously. Meth Bear is always toxic. So let's just forget about that one. That's fair. Okay. So he always says toxic comments. Okay, real quick, before we get to the mom thing and the game, this was kind of funny. Big ups to Poems Past. Go ahead.
Oh, I have a quick thing. Are we done with the smart guys segment?
No, go ahead. You go off. Go off, game.
I don't have the timestamp for this, but there was a moment where DSP, like, he went out of his way to declare that he has nothing to do with this. And he's not trying to like start any drama or do anything. It's just like, I don't know, man. You guys decide for yourself. Which is the most pathetic thing he could have done in a situation like this. We all know what this was. Again, for me, some of that shit that this fat ass said was hilarious and degenerate. And I'm not surprised if Triple P actually did them. I don't really care, and I don't expect him to be a great guy too, because I watch his show and I know what it's about. Same thing with Keemstar. Like those people, I expect them to have some embarrassing shit come out about them and people to laugh at them because that's just the industry they're in. That's just what happens. And it's the same thing with DSP. He's just so defiant in not embracing all these embarrassments that happen to him and therefore attracting even more attention to them so people can make fun of them even more.
Yep. And it's just very bitchy. It's just a bitch thing to do is to bring someone else to fight your battles for you, right? That's all this is about, is bringing someone in to fight the battles for you. If you want to go against Triple P, go against Triple P. I don't know what the fuck that means, but go ahead. But no, let's bring up people that could also fighting with him so we could be the strong, tough guy. But all right, cool.
Also,
Westy,
Phil was like talking about what this gay hole was saying about Triple P having like girlfriends and stuff. And he was going, what? Girlfriends that you talk to online? What? Why don't you just meet them in real life? And I'm like, dude, have you ever had a girlfriend that you've not had online? Fuck off. Your literal, like, fucking elephant wife you met online. Like, it was like, why are you focusing on this, man?
Yeah, they made fun of e-girlfriend things. Yeah, which is like, all right, you gonna go there, Philip, with the e-girlfriend stuff? Have you ever got a non-e-girlfriend, Philip? But all right. Guess he got him to move in first.
Bit more of a superficial level, but the idea of these two gentlemen here, these two, talking about somebody else's weight is just hilarious.
He's gonna die soon, guys. He's gonna die from his from his weight, he said.
Oh, like Phil's mum. We're nearing the end of April, have you noticed? No plans to go to Connecticut at this point.
Oh, yeah. No, that was part of the snaking. You forgot that. Also, they talked about how it was gay for Triple P to ask him to Hogan's Bar. That came up again, how gay that was, and he's lonely. Come on, man. AOR here says, how come you guys are... I have no idea what that says. What? I have no idea. Oh, God, huh? I can't answer that. Sorry. Guess I'll add it to the leaderboard anyway, though. Okay, let's get to this one, though.
I think you'll find you're not the first person to make that comment to me, so...
any other comments on Smart Guys before we move on, though, boys? Before we get to two more things, then we get game time. Good? Moving on? Okay,
I think it's just obvious, like how much of a petty bitch move it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, proper ex-girlfriend behavior.
Yes, and I can't wait for the post-WrestleMania Jilted Lovers of Triple P show. First up, we have... All right, let's go. Okay, here we go. This is about, remember, DSP is not an alcoholic anymore. Keep that in mind as we listen to this clip. Go ahead.
Someone tipped $1 and says edibles and weed. Okay. I want you to understand something.
Please.
All right, I do. I feel like I need to speak up about something.
Yeah, go ahead. Uh-huh.
You understand that recreational drugs are still drugs. You get that, right? It's still a drug. Now, it might be a safe drug in certain extents or whatever. It's still a drug, okay? There's a difference between saying, hey, try a piece of food versus, hey, actually put drugs into your 43-year-old body.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
So dramatic.
43-year-old body.
43-year-old body. Go ahead, Steve, please. Go ahead.
I want to say, because like before we started, I had to quickly take my pain medication before we started the show, and just grow the fuck up, man. You are 43 years old. If you want to claim that, be a mature adult and be able to handle this response and in an appropriate manner, because going, it's drugs and it's in my aging body. So is the caffeine in the coffee that you drink in the morning. That's a drug. The alcohol that you so happily and frequently consume every $100 tip. That's a drug. Fine with them. I find this shit.
It's and then he's gonna say it here though. The best line before I say comment.
My middle age, I have to do things that aren't harmful to my body. Why do you think I've completely changed my lifestyle, my diet? How do you think I lost all this weight?
Yeah,
by doing harmful things to my body? No. Okay? Absolutely not. Sitting around eating edibles, taking THC is the worst thing I could do for myself right now.
That's not true.
No,
I'd
not
say
really.
alcohol is probably worse than any of those, sir, but go ahead.
This stage in my life.
Go ahead.
I also have absolutely no desire to get myself into some kind of a controlled substance like that. All right? That now it could become addictive. It could become something that's detrimental to my life.
Well,
like alcohol.
To be fair,
like alcohol.
It would be addictive for him, guys. I mean, come on.
Oh,
Sweaty
yeah.
men are addictive, so he's right about this. But okay, yes. But he's saying this
the
as
sort of person that I am. I tend to get addicted.
And quite
what
frankly,
yeah, go ahead.
What would a DSP stream would be like if he was like a weed addict? Let's call it like that. If he somehow started taking gummy bears and he got addicted to it and he constantly have to have a vibe going on, what would the stream even be? How can you get even slower and more brain dead than already your average DSP pre-stream?
I wonder.
Dude, there's like nothing that tells me to follow the yellow paint, man. What I'm supposed to do here. I guarantee you'd lighten up a bit, though. Might laugh a bit more.
You'd think, like, maybe you laugh at the screen, like, oh, God, yeah. Oh, God. Never taking Cat to a honeymoon. That's a good one, man. Pretty good. Pretty good. You think you'd see that? I think there'd be more emotionality, as an infamous KS just said. I think there'd be more emotions coming out. I think when he says about how I've been a 16-year content creator, he would literally get emotional for that. Yeah, I've been doing this for so long, man. 16 years. Can you guys believe it? Why do you like me?
Google skull.
Oh, God. All right,
I don't appreciate you trying to pressure me into it. I'm not saying that that's what you meant by it, but so many people take it as like something as a joke or casual. It's not. You do understand that when you get into shit like that, you could actually be changing your entire life, right?
No.
Oh my God.
Fuck, so it's not in that one. But he did say...
Yeah.
I put it... I have it on my Twitter. Here, I'll bring it up. I did have the clip where he says something very funny in this very same vein. Hold on one second. I got
quite a lot of work into cannabis use of narcissists.
Okay, here we go. Where is it? Here we go. This is it. 30 seconds.
Any kind of... You want to do any kind of... No, I don't want to do any substance at all. Has nothing to do with this level of addictiveness. It's danger level. I just don't want to get on any other substance. You understand? None. The one thing, like I said, there's a phrase. It's called pick your poison. Correct? It's like you got to choose the one thing in life that you're going to do that you know is bad for you. And
the famous saying, who among us hasn't heard this saying told by our parents? Okay, kids, pick your poison. Pick the one thing you know is bad for you and stick with that.
It's like when you create a character in a game, you got to pick one negative perk. I'll go alcoholism.
I'll go cocaine myself. How's that sound?
It's called pick your poison. Correct? It's like you got to choose the one thing in life that you're going to do that you know is bad for you. And as long as you do it in moderation, you're okay. I drink in moderation. So I'm okay.
It's fine. Yeah, that's not
I
a
drink in
substance at all
moderation.
that you could get addicted to. Yeah,
no, please.
No one ever gets addicted
So
to
we
alcohol.
got this one, cold turkey, rainy day fund. Steve, you need a board for all these. As
I've got
well,
a list.
man.
I've got another list.
Got a list.
Yeah, I've got another list.
That's where PWAP comes in. PWAP drops some videos.
Yeah,
about the
P-Wop
phrases.
took that grenade for me. I'm
Yes,
just stuck with his pronunciations now.
But pick your poison, boys. Pick your poison. It doesn't mean, pick your poison as if when you're offering alcohol with you have many choices, you say pick your poison, meaning what do you want at this current time. It means actually choose the one thing you know it's bad for you to stick with for the rest of your life. So I'm learning something new here. I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty fun.
Can you respec your character at any point? Like, can you go? Oh, I'm sick of the alcohol run.
yeah.
I'll do cocaine.
I've just remembered we had lightning in a can at one point.
Lightning in a can. Oh, obviously. Lightning in a
Close,
can.
but so far.
Okay, so let's go to next up. Let's get to this is something that happened this week as well, and this is from Duty Streams Clipped It.
What
5
a
minutes
thumbnail,
here.
that's great.
This is incredible.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Yeah. Someone says, thanks for making me feel good with your stream. Sadly, recently I've come to grips with my own parents' mortality. I know that your parents are up there in age like mine. My father recently had his first I've fallen and I can't get up moment. Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? It's sad when your parents get older and they're just not like they used to. Like, no exaggeration, it sucks. I haven't seen my parents since 2019. The idea was...
Listen up carefully here.
I moved out here in 2014, and my parents were going to visit once a year or maybe once every other year, okay? That was the whole point. Because I told them outright, I said, I want you guys to understand something. I don't want to go back to Connecticut.
I don't want to go back to Connecticut.
I don't want to go back to the hood. I got out the hood.
Wait till you hear why.
No longer in
You know
the
what I
game.
mean? Like, there's
No.
nothing really there. There's a zoo. And there's Italian food, and that's it. Like, if they come here, there's stuff to do.
Right.
I love this idea of Connecticut being a barren wasteland, and all that's there is like a little Italian restaurant and a zoo.
Yeah, that's all there is to do
Like a
in Connecticut.
tumbleweed.
What's the important part of seeing your parents? I'm not sure. I thought it was the parents, actually, was the important part. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah. Firstly, you're not going there to visit the area. You're going there to visit your parents. And like King Jad said it best, he misses East Coast pizza more than he misses his parents.
Right? When you come to Seattle, there's all kinds of fun things. There's restaurants. There's all
Which Philip does not do, by the way. He doesn't do any of these things. In Seattle, he doesn't do these things. He DoorDashes everything.
kinds of tourism. There's things to do here. For me to visit
kinds
them
of
in
tourism.
Connecticut, there's fucking nothing going on. It's boring.
Also, the
okay?
list
And
there
it's
is so
expensive, too.
stupid.
Yes.
Yeah.
In Connecticut, there's a zoo, there's restaurants. In Seattle, there's restaurants and etc.
Yeah, I mean, come on. What else do you got to say? Come on.
Yeah.
So that
Also,
was
he's
the
literally
idea
just
that
said
they were
then it's expensive. He also said it's expensive.
Oh,
Yes.
going to come visit me maybe every year, every other year. You know what I'm saying? And then
They fly out to you.
what ended
You
up
don't fly out
happening
to them, they
was
fly out to you.
Yep, they fly out to me.
You can borrow my car.
basically
You can't stay in the house.
they visited that first year for Christmas,
Yeah.
and then they visited in the summer of 2016.
Yep. That was for make his dad paint. Go
and
ahead.
then everything fell
Bro,
apart.
he looks like the last 10 seconds of him just looking around. It's such a 220. It's so
Yes.
220.
And just to recap, when his parents visited him in 2019, he didn't even let them sleep in the place. They had to get a hotel. So that's how much he loves his parents. He didn't even let them stay into the house, in which there is an extra bedroom, many couches. They had to get their own hotel. Go ahead, though.
My aunt got ill, And so my parents had to basically be taking care of her constantly. She eventually passed away.
David Burnell in the house says, I pissed in the paint before I applied it. Thank you, Mr. Burnell.
Nice. Then their health both turned for the worse.
Okay.
To the point where
So you want to go back and see him then, right?
they can't travel. They basically are kind of like, not that they're completely homebound, but they can't really do much.
So you're going to visit them, right?
They outright told me there's no way we could fly out there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? To spend time with you. We just can't. So, it's life. And I was like, damn, the whole plan fell apart.
It's life.
From the get-go, we were planning on this. Just within 2 years, the whole thing stopped. So
you want to go visit him, right? Go ahead, Meerkat.
I love this. So that's life. So life is when you don't want to visit your dying parents because it's too boring.
Yes.
What a life. That's a great life.
Yeah, I think in a minute he goes, "What can you do?" And it's like he's justifying. Like, both of us have valid reasons. They can't travel because they might die. I can't travel to them because I might get bored. Well, I guess I just won't see them again. We can't take any chances.
I've never heard it put
Fucking
that
stupid.
way, but that's exactly it. Go ahead, Steve.
This is legitimately one of the most psychopathic things he has said. There is zero empathy here at all. It's all about him and how it affects him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's boring him.
I've never heard it put that way, but that's beautiful. It's his parents can't come because they're almost dead. DSP can't come because there's only zoos and Italian food.
And if there was more stuff, how bad would that be? Like, say if, like, I don't know, Connecticut had loads more stuff or whatever. So he goes there and they're like, son, thank you for visiting us on our deathbed. Not now, I'm going to go check out the new roller derby that's just opened. Like, you think I'm here for you? Like, what the fuck? It doesn't matter, does it?
Bitch, I'm 30-minute drive away from New York. Fuck off.
Philip, I'm almost, I'm not going to make it much longer, Philip. Hang on, bitch. They're feeding the penguins. I got to get there. Be back later.
Sucks.
Mum, I'd love to say goodbye to you on the video. Unfortunately, detractors might get on the call and they might see stuff behind me. So I can't risk it. It's putting my family at risk. I'll call you back.
Thank you.
Right. But I hear you. And it's not just them, too. I have other relatives and other friends and things that I hear about all the time. It's like, damn, this person passed away.
So you want to see someone, right?
Away.
He talks about how important it is to visit people in this segment, by the way. He's talking about how important it is to see people you care about because they're not going to last forever. But nope.
That's insane. They were, young. They were vibrant. They were healthy. How did this person pass away out of nowhere? The older you get, the more this stuff hits you. And the more it hits you, the more you realize what's actually important in life.
So you better visit, right?
Like your parents.
Yeah.
An asshole. At least for me, that's exactly what happened. Like, I outright admit, when I was younger, I was an immature asshole. I was a troll. I was a jerk. I said and did irresponsible things. I didn't really give a fuck. And then as I got older and I realized I have limited time on this planet and I have limited time to spend with people on this planet, and there's people who are very near and dear to me who I may not be able to see or do stuff with much longer, things hit me like a ton of bricks.
Oh, okay. So then that's when you got the plane ticket, right?
Yeah.
That's when you got the plane ticket?
Bro, I have to say, go on, man.
You guys are having the wrong takeaway from this situation. The takeaway is that people are going to die and he's going to feel bad. And you should feel bad for him because he feels bad.
Fuck. Go ahead, Steve.
See, it's like really fucking annoying because he has no idea how lucky he is to be at the age he is with both his parents still alive. There are plenty of people who are younger than him that have lost one, if not both, of their parents. And he is incredibly lucky that they are still here. And this is how he sees the relationship he has with them. Fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Also, apologies in advance because I talked about this in my video, so I'm going to repeat myself here, but I had a takeaway for this as well. He says there that he was an asshole, and then he realized when people started dying that he's got very limited time on this planet, and he shouldn't be an asshole anymore. And he goes on to say that he learned that about 7 years ago, so when he was, 36? So he didn't realize you shouldn't be a cunt until he was 36. He's like, well, I've been going around being a twat for 36 years, and now someone's died. Oh, I'm supposed to be nice. Why didn't they tell me that at the beginning? Why wasn't that explained?
But like when you compare this to how he is about T's death, it is like worlds apart. T's death he always presents as some like massive traumatic thing that profoundly changed him. And here he's talking about the potential death of his mother. And he's like, well, there's only a zoo there, so why should I bother?
Yeah. Why do I care about it until I can get pity from it? Right?
Yes.
That's the real deal.
Mhm.
I don't care until I can use it to beg for money with pity. No, it doesn't affect me now.
I think it's time to change my life. It's time to change who I am as a person, as a creator. It's time to, do things better for myself, for my family, and to basically not
like your
be
parents.
an irresponsible douchebag only out for myself for the rest of my life.
So you're definitely going to go even though it's boring, right?
And a lot of people, I think, will come to that realization when they hit a certain age.
Okay.
For me, it was like the last 7 years of my life that
There
basically
you
this
go.
has happened. I was like, oh, shit.
There you go. Yeah.
But for a lot of people,
And the
it's just
projection.
different
He's talking like we're all like that. Like we're all born assholes until eventually someone dies, and then we go, oh, okay, we're not supposed to be assholes. But what the fuck is that? It's like if you see a twat, you go, just let them be. They'll stop being a twat when someone dies close to them. Or if your entire family's murdered, you become the nicest motherfucker on the planet. God, you must have had a lot of death for your family. You're well fucking nice. So stupid.
T-Book Dev said Phil could have got a job at a zoo as an ape. So there we go. NW News says Ashton shitting on Phil to his face was more honorable than DSP pulling these trolls out of his ass to try and slander Triple P through unrelated hearsay. Now, I mean, some of the stuff he's saying from people of what I've seen if it's true or not true, but yeah, if you want to be a real man about the situation, right, you bring it up to the guy's face. You don't bring up someone to defend your wife for you. What is more bitchy than that? What's more bitch behavior?
Speaking of
than that?
Ashton,
Yeah.
Triple P, sorry. I sometimes call him Ashton, but I mainly call him Triple P. We've just had an arc where he has fully admitted to lying about his parents' health to manipulate this person.
Yes.
And we are back here crying wolf again.
Yes.
Which again shows how callous and like completely lacking in empathy he is. That he sees this very serious thing that most people would be like moving heaven and earth to get back to their parents to see them again before they died. He sees this as a thing he can use to manipulate other people, and he's willing to do it. He's genuinely psychopathic.
How do you think he'll react? Like, so say one of them dies. Say, I don't know, his mum dies, and his dad's now in Connecticut alone. What would he do then? Would he invite his dad to move in with him, like in Seattle, or would he go down?
Oh, God,
but how would he say
nuts?
it on? I'm sorry, Dad, but you still live in that boring place. Yeah, you may be a widow, but maybe move to Disneyland or something.
Like the human part of me really hopes that he would at least go out to the funeral, but I do not know. I cannot say for sure.
He'd be like, "Will you live stream it?" He's just like a little iPod iTablet, like on the fucking like chair or some shit.
So
Like,
was that
very
there?
nice. Thanks for re-upping your membership.
Was that there? And then the bit like where the curtains close starts, and then the music plays, and he's like, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna get a copyright strike now. I've used copyrighted music."
Guys, my mum is dead. Can we please hit our goal before they lower the coffin? You'll at least get to the first goal. I was told there'd be refreshments.
Shout out to Flatman B, who just re-upped their membership. Yes, you can continue the service. Go ahead. Thank you.
Shout out to Fly Eagles Fly.
Hang on. Whoa, we got a big member bomb. Wait, Dad, don't do it yet. We got a big member bomb. Thanks, everybody. This will really help in the future. All right, we'll stop.
I couldn't have asked for a better mother. She was just such an inspiration to me, and I'm just going to lean over and ban this asshole in the chat. Don't know what currency
mum is
that
dead.
is.
Real.
So many idiots
Dead mum,
here.
dead
Hang
rabbit.
on. Idiots. Big ups to Kaiser, who says the reason him and Kat can't visit his parents is because the Antonov AN-225, the only cargo plane that could carry Kat's weight, got shot down. Toxic as always. Obrakan says, is it like when Trump told Zelensky, what if a bomb just fell on your head right now? Phil is excusing his laziness and lack of care with what ifs. Yeah, so everything can happen, guys, so therefore I can't do anything. There's no need to do anything because anything can happen, right? So no action needed, guys. Anything can happen. That's what he's saying. You're right. Iwamoto says, what could his parents lure him with? Be creative. The reopening videos. Inheritance money. That's a good question, though.
They could make it a goal, couldn't they? Visit dying parents. And they could donate.
1,000 goals. 1,000 streak. Come on, that'd be pretty cool.
If you hit 100, if you hit like 10 goals in a row, we'll pay for your flight.
It would be like the Krabby Patty scam where he'd hit the goals to go see his parents, and he'd go, "Guys, they've took my parents off the DoorDash app, so I'd actually have to go there, so I can't."
Just pocket the money. Yeah.
Magic Short Bus says he took this guy's story, made it about himself. Also, question for Steve: is psychopath also sociopath, or are they completely different? Go ahead, Steve.
They are somewhat different. Yeah. Typically, the difference is that psychopaths don't feel anxiety for their decisions, and sociopaths will. But they're sort of broadly lumped together now in the disorder, antisocial personality disorder. They're not really separate anymore. So
there we go.
Yeah, they're sort of that similar enough that they fall under that umbrella. Yeah,
Jeff-
this is definitely displaying psychopathic traits, sociopathic ones as well. It's a lack of empathy. So.
Big ups to Jeff K, who says, "What's this lingo depression? What is that? Depression that he has?"
It's what you do to your back when you're doing that.
Decompress.
Things.
It's depression your back.
That happen, right? Different things that hit them or whatever. But I also feel like that's why a lot of people on the internet don't have that level of self-awareness or that level of maturity because they're just not in that situation right now. Maybe if they were, all of a sudden their attitudes would change. But you know, for me, I literally could not be someone who would be okay.
Okay. This was before he brought on Gahul onto his wrestling show, by the way, which makes this very truthful. Very truthful.
Being a living, being a disgusting, nasty person to people all day, every day, like I just couldn't do it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want. I could never live with constant drama, internet bullying. I couldn't do it.
Right.
Every once in a while, you want to joke around or whatever, but for me to to do that seriously, it actually would hurt me inside.
Tune in tomorrow when me and Gayhole felt Triple P.
You know what I know about the human condition. So, and call me different than others. I guess that's fine, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, but I hear you. As we all get up in age, we see these things change around you. My God, this person is you know, old and sick and passing away. What? Can't believe it. And then you realize, wait a minute, I'm 43 years old. Holy fuck. Right?
They're going to visit your parents, right? Oh, well, we'll just
just nailing that.
Little nail bite way of thinking over.
Like the average lifespan in Washington State is 78. So you've got like another 35 years ahead of you. That's almost another lifetime.
So now, Connecticut have got 35 years to get their shit together and make them more interesting. They need to start building some entertaining shit.
Guys, something I've been tripping out about this for the last 5 minutes, and I don't know if because I'm too high or it's actually like this. So this duty video, right?
Yeah.
And I suppose in the back it should say Duty Mania, but it says Doddy Mania.
Can you see the grok icon in the bottom right?
It's a grok image.
Oh, all right.
That's
get it. And I've been looking at this and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Felt it.
Yeah, I was the same actually, but I didn't say anything. Yeah.
What poison did you choose for your life, Meerkat? Which one? You can only choose one. Is this THC poison? Is this Delta 8 poison?
It's THC style this time, but I switch around the poisons. I try out different builds, different strats, different metas. I try. Someday it's weed maxing, someday alcohol maxing.
That's good. That's what you
try
need.
And balance the stats.
See what Dev says. Well, you guys ready for Phil's take on inheritance tax? Remember, he said many times there is no inheritance tax. So we'll see. He said there's nothing.
Oh, great.
Yeah, but Kevin says, I wonder what those funerals are going to look like. There's no way he wants to see extended family. He avoided that completely with the wedding. Yeah, he did not go to a family wedding before. He wishes his family didn't exist, really, except for when he can kind of bring them up for pity style stuff. So
does he have much relationship with his like extended family? Does he have like that many aunts and uncles?
No, I don't think so. I mean, he doesn't talk about them possibly, but he talks.
I love the idea there being loads of other Phils out there. Like, you know that episode of The Simpsons where Lisa's worried that she's like, they're going to become stupid. They get all the different Homers on the front lawn. I just imagine loads of different Phils. What do you do, great Uncle Phil? I shoot birds at the airport.
Thank God I remembered it. Okay, so this is going back to Smart Guys a little bit, but during the Smart Guys, I wish I did this during this segment. I'm going to read you two quotes, and one of these quotes is from the podcast Level 666 podcast, and one is from Friday.
Stuck in my head, sorry. They swatted the crematorium.
God damn it. Fucking SOK. Okay, so from the last smart guys, he says this. I had no intention of snaking them. And them in this case is Kino Casino. He said this very directly. I had no intention of snaking them. That was from last Thursday. Well, I'm going to go back to the Snake Eating podcast and read you this quote. Wings, it is... Not Wings. Rich, it is time to explain to you how over the last 8 months and the last couple of years, all of my planning has finally come to fruition. That is what he said during the Great Snake Eating. The smart guys, he says, I had no intention of snaking them. During the Level 66 podcast, he said it was 8 months and the last couple of years of planning for this moment. Very cool. The retcon is complete. The snakening never happened. So that means all that shit in the DMs is true, by the way, which is, it definitely gives a different spin to it. But there you go. The snakening is done.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Go ahead, Meerkat.
Speaking of which, speaking of the DMs, I would highly recommend the Tevin series of streams reading the DMs because the DMs themselves are very funny and they're very funny streams. So if you happen to have a 65-hour shift at your job and you want to listen to something, you can listen to that.
Very hype. Very hype. All right. It is time now for game time, okay? So let's get it going here. I will explain the rules after the intro. Go. Welcome to the pre-stream plummet. It's not the pre-stream, but it'll still work. So,
music too loud.
Meerkat, I know it's just for you guys, not for them. For Meerkat and other European-style people, do you recognize this at all? Steve says no. Meerkat says no. Mr. Ludacris?
I can see styrofoam in the background, though.
Yes, that's my own touch. But this is a game where what you would do is I'm going to play a clip from DSP, and it's going to be visual style this time, and you're going to tell me the year, okay, that this clip is from. Now, let's say the correct answer was 2024, but you said 2025. Well, that means you're off by 1. So this little guy would go up by 1. Okay, that's how it works. Now, I'm going to give you 6 clips. And the goal of this is to not fall off by the time we finish 6 clips, okay? I have 2 questions for each of you, okay? That's how we're going to do this, okay? So, let's get to the first clip. Some of these are easier than others, obviously, but I try to keep them pretty mainstream here. But there's a few tough ones here. Okay, so we're going to start with the first one. Get out of here, cliffhanger. Here is the first video. Let's give it to you first, Meerkat Mob, okay? I'm just going to play 15 seconds and it's fine. Here we go.
What's up, everyone? It's DSP. If you're seeing this video, more than likely, you know what's going on.
Oh, by the way, Meerkat, Steve, and Ludacris cannot look at chat anymore. That's it. All right, guys? No chat for you guys.
Okay,
until the
no
game's
chat.
over.
All right,
no
all
chat.
right.
No chat, no chat, no chat. Here we go.
Sorry, chat.
I used to have a channel on YouTube called Darkside Phil. Extremely popular, had over 76 million views, had this just about to hit 60,000 subscribers, and
you got the point. All right, Meerkat, what's your guess on the year of this one?
Oh, dude, I feel like this is some basic shit that people are going to shit on me for getting wrong, but I'm going to say 2010.
2010 was the guess from Meerkat. Here we go. Correct. The little guy does not go up. Nice. Correct. He stays down at the bottom. Okay. Next up, let's go to Steve. Go. This one is definitely harder, by the way. This is definitely harder. Hate to say it.
Thanks.
Here we go.
All right, our first real major meal since we're here in New York. And we're at the TikTok Diner, which is actually really close to the Manhattan Center and Madison Square Garden, right around the corner. John said I'm going to go for more standard fare. I'm going to get the Reuben. It's classic.
Okay, I'll pause it there for all the stands out there. There we go. John Rambo in the flesh. What is your guess, Sir Steve?
Oh, I think this is 2013.
2013, is that final answer, sir?
Went to WrestleMania. Yeah, I think 2013.
Here we go. Correct again.
Oh, nice.
God, not hard enough, I guess. All right. Next up, we have one for Sir Chris. Here we go. Let me play it.
Hello, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to DSP Reaction. And I was actually interested in playing it because this one was on the Switch.
I fast-forwarded just in case he said the year
on
there.
the Switch, they probably solved all those problems from the Wii U. I get the demo, I play it. Dude, it was...
You get the point. Okay, there you go.
Oh, this is annoying. This is going to be like... this is like a 2021, 2022... I'm going to say 2021.
2021 is the guess.
Yeah.
There we go. 2023 was correct. 2023. Very recent style. Yeah, honestly, it is.
They all blend together, don't they?
We still got 6 years of mistakes to go. We got a lot of time. Don't worry. All right. Next up, Meerkat Mob. Second try.
All right.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to skip that one for now. Hold on. Here we go. Next one here for Meerkat Mob. This is a classic. But what year is it? That's the tough part.
I'm pretty stumped. I actually went online to see. I thought maybe I was doing something wrong. I was like, what am I missing here? Other people online seem to be able to jump on stuff, and I'm not. To which I'd like to say, is my game bugged? Because how is everyone else able to jump up here, but I'm not? Like, there are people doing walkthroughs.
You got the point. Okay, there you go. Meerkat Mob. What? The crouch jump. Crouch jump.
Shit. Something makes me want to say 2009 just because it's old, so I'm just going to go with 2009. But I'm terrible at the old DSP lore.
2009 is the guess. Let's go.
No!
What?
No!
No way!
Okay. Stopping there. It was 2012, if you can believe it. Proof is right there.
No way.
2012, the official.
I would have gone
video
2009 as well.
There we go. 2012. Okay. There we go. Next up, Steve of the Dead. Get us back on the rails here. We quickly have only 3 years remaining in our in our bank here. Okay, so next up, here we go. This one is well known again, but the exact date is the tough spot, the tough part of this one. Okay, exact date is the tough time. You all know this moment, but what is the year? Here we go. Get out of here. That's fine.
Oh, there's a machinima bumper.
What's up, everybody? Darkside Phil here, and welcome to release day Tuesday, February 11th, 2014. And before everyone says what on earth is going on.
Oh, God.
You said the year.
Skip it. Doesn't count. That was just for fun. I'll find a new one. Hold on. Oh, fuck it. Here we go. This will work. This will work.
If only you'd pause right then.
I should have. All right. The actual answer to that one was 2014, obviously. Okay. We'll change it. Here we go.
There it is, folks.
Oh, fuck.
Years in the making.
I'm skipping forward just in case he says it again. Here we go.
There we go. All right, this is what you've been waiting for. Here we go.
Okay, go ahead. What are we saying here? Steve of the Dead, name the year for this one again. Okay, the year we're looking for.
Oh, fuck. This is quite early on in it, but it's not like a 2009, 2010 thing. Fuck, I think it might be 2012.
Final answer?
That's my final answer.
2012. Here we go.
No, stop. No.
How?
It's weird. I would have guessed something around there as well, but unfortunately, this is a 2018 video, if you can believe it.
What?
Wow. I thought 2015 was my guess.
Jesus, that was before the move.
Mm-hmm.
There was like 2 shower videos, right?
Yeah, this is the second one. Yeah.
This was the second one. So there we go.
Yeah, this is in Seattle, isn't it? Yeah.
So just for funsies, because it's over. This is for you, Sir Ludacris.
Okie dokie.
One of my favorite moments. One of my favorite people. Carlito.
The Rivals series.
What the fuck? No, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. No. He hit me with a sniper rifle. The bullet sucked me towards him like a vacuum and pulled me over the
Pretty
railing.
cool.
He has a vacuum bullet sniper rifle.
Awesome, right? Pretty cool.
What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? This game is terrible. How could you fucking defend that? A vacuum bullet sniper rifle.
This is all full of gold here.
What the fuck?
But
you incredibly unbalanced broken boss.
yeah.
Is anything up here?
Anyways, how does he? This is a rage quit here. That's this.
Let me see if there's anything up here. Oh my god.
Dashboard, a solo game. Dashboard, a non-online game. That's wild. All right, let's do Ludacris just for funsies. What's your guess on this one? Let's see if
Right,
you could
I'm
have
going to try and be a bit nerdy about this. So PS4, I think the PS4 came out in, I think it's like 2014. And the Dead Rising PS4 edition didn't come out right away. I'm going to say it's 2016.
2016 on the fucking nose.
Yes.
That means it's only Steve of the Dead's fault for losing. Anyways, big ups for joining.
Oh no, it's mine too.
No,
that's true,
actually,
that's true.
technically, it's yours because you didn't let me have the lightning returns one.
Oh, okay, right. Cope. That was the pre-stream plummet. You love this. This was a successful game. No complaining, no bitching. Bye-bye. Big ups, Real Men Wear Hello You the Real Men Wear Hello You the Toilet for Men. Says, I hate everything about this. Zero Sam. There we go. Big ups. All right, my friends, that'll do it for the episode this week. Big ups, everybody, for joining for this single show week. Which, to be fair, we are definitely in a very boring era, honestly, of DSP now. There's not much going on, so we might be doing more. So one show weeks, we'll see how it goes. You never fucking know. Mr. Ludacris, though, I would ask for your next video, but you did just release one with the cologne stuff. Incredible. I'll put the link in the chat.
And also, can I mention one other thing before?
Please go.
You did say there would be refreshments. So I ain't going anywhere.
We have a payday bar here, slightly used.
Yes,
I'll take
slightly used.
It's unused, actually. There's an unused one.
Okay, so this is Ludacris' last video. What a legend. Steve, any final words for the beautiful people out there?
I'm afraid I won't be able to enter anything into King of the Ring at the moment because I'm too busy working on this Kino video, but it's coming along, so work's being done.
Fair enough. I think we're gonna have a lot, so it's fine there. I know Wolverine Doll's working overtime. He has 2 or 3, I think. We already got a lot of songs in the inbox. Should be a very stacked King of the Ring, so that would be very cool. Meerkat, any final words for the beautiful people?
Justice for House 2014, Part 5, 37.
Definitely. Go ahead, Meerkat.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Big ups CLT for the game. That was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. No problem.
Shout out to everybody. Bye.
There you go. Can't finish it any better than that. We'll see you tomorrow on WPIG for Ask the King with Atlas tomorrow night. But until then, you're all legends. Don't forget it. Bye.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass house is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were a queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me, and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. You know, it was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. You know, like I'm happy with who I am. I actually don't think clicking like on a live stream helps at all. So it really doesn't matter if this stream gets 100 likes or 2. I don't think it affects it.
I don't know, Rambo.